said, let me be your baby mama.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, no matter where you're listening from, just as long as you know you're listening to the Hardly Sober Podcast, the podcast that brings you all the ratchet and informative news you need to know about, while also answering your most intimate and personal questions via mixed race and mixed sex panel. Fuck that up. Joined with me today, as always, is my panel of beautiful and expressive co-hosts, Gabrielle Falconer.
Hey.
Brianna Wiggins.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Lance Lane.
What's up?
Sorry, Lance, motherfucking Lance.
Man, what's happening, man? Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. What's going on with y'all?
Hey, you know what it is.
You got some haters. There's some haters in this house. There's some haters in this house.
Y'all almost made me snatch my wig off. I got so mad. I'm sick
Oh,
and
God.
tired of just being
Almost
like
like
that.
everything.
It's a wig. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, it's a wig. Stop.
News stories for you today. Derek Chauvin's verdict is guilty. Caitlyn Jenner may or may not be your next California governor. And Russia and China are in a nuclear race that will outpace our own. All right. So for the first news story today, as of April 20th, 2021, Derek Chauvin, the cop that had killed George Floyd, was convicted guilty. The jury found Chauvin, 45, guilty of all three charges. The charges count as second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. He could face up to 40 years in prison or for second-degree murder, up to 25 years for the third-degree murder, and up to 10 years for second-degree manslaughter. So my question to you guys before I get into what each of these charges mean, I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that, and of course the sentencing hasn't happened yet. If it has, I haven't been keeping up to date with it as much as I thought I was. 40 years, 25 years, and 10 years collectively, those are the maximum sentences. Do you guys think that's enough? Basically, for I would try and say try and separate yourself from the movement that came from it, and just as the act of killing an unarmed man within the position of power that he was in. Do you feel like that's enough of a sentence that he had, that he could possibly receive? It could be a lot lower than that.
I would say if he got the full sentencing, even though nothing you can ever do will be justified enough to bring back, to even counteract the loss of a life. Myself, I would like to see him get at least 30 years, but realistically speaking, he probably won't even see that much. But hopefully, yes, I would like to see that happen. If not, like I said, there's nothing really you can do to really justify the loss of a life that would make it feel better.
At least.
Or brief. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Jeez.
At least for me, I'm really big on researching. So I did my own research when it comes to the state of Minnesota. And I kind of talked with Gabby a little bit about this, and I think I put it in the group chat too. Minnesota follows guideline rules. So for those who don't know what that means, their sentencing is always pretty much by the book. And according to Minnesota laws, he is a first-time offender. He has no priors. So with that being said, they're also only going to charge him and make him, he's charged with 3 charges, but they're going to make him serve for 1 charge only. He's not going to serve for all 3 charges consecutively. So it also goes off of the most severe charge, which will be the second-degree murder, which faces 40 years. But because he has no priors, and we also know how whitewashed the system is, he's probably going to do, I say, 12 to 20 max, if that, and probably get off for good behavior. And if he were to appeal his case, I can see that possibly happening as well, because white privilege is, as we all know, super real. So
do you feel like the potential 12 would be enough?
Absolutely not. If you ask me, he deserves life without the possibility of parole. He doesn't need to see the light of day. Just like they label us a danger to society, I believe he's a danger to society. He had every intention of murdering. So no, I truly don't think that 12 years, 10 years, even 20 years is enough. He deserves life in prison. You took a life, so you don't need your life. You can think about what you did behind a cell for the rest of your life.
Yes.
It's not enough, man. He's not going to serve more than 20. I don't think anyway. And man, I think it was intentional. He did it in broad day. And that's all I have on it. But I also think that those other cops that were involved should also seek time. Not to say that they had intent to kill, but they sure as hell didn't step in and make it better for them. I know that they didn't try to stop it or anything of that nature, and that's sad, man. But no, I don't think it's enough time. Not at
And
all.
that's why and apparently now his George Floyd's estate team and another officer, I don't remember her name, but it was probably in the early 2000s. She had stepped in and stopped suspect from getting choked by another police officer. She actually got fired for it. I don't remember exactly what her name was, but she actually has a law in the making, and they passed her law in her state. Again, I'm sorry, I had to do all the research. She passed a law in her state, which makes it to where if you do not step in as a cop to stop another cop from taking someone's life unnecessarily, then you can also be charged for it. So besides that, and the George Floyd policing law, which are currently going through the paces to being a national federal law, do you feel like police should have to undergo malpractice suits? Should they do something like this?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're a doctor
definitely.
and you kill someone on the table, I mean, you can try your hardest and somebody dies, that's different. But if you neglect help, or if you rightfully, like I said, neglect to do a certain thing and that leads into the person dying, a doctor is open for a malpractice suit. Almost every other career is open for malpractice except for police officers. Do you feel like police officers should have to start facing malpractice suits in their fields?
Yes, but also George Floyd's family, for those who also don't know, they actually ended up suing the police, how do you say it? They sued the police academy or police force or whatever, and they actually won that lawsuit. I think it was 43 million they ended up gaining from them. So they took action against them for, I think it was a wrongful death suit, and they actually ended up winning their case. Now, the only issue with that is payout. Whether they get paid or not, it's not up to the court to make someone pay. The county itself is going to have to come out of pocket, and whether or not they pay them the 43 million, because 9 times out of 10 that doesn't happen. People don't ever see all the money that they're expected to see. But I do believe everyone should be sued for wrongful death, because if a medical practitioner can be sued, I think any occupation should be sued for wrongful acts. But George Floyd family did end up seeing money for wrongful death. They ended up suing, so they won that case.
But then the next part of that is police reform, because for that lawsuit, and I'm pretty sure with all the buzz that this whole thing is getting, I mean, and rightfully so, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure that they still have that kind of clout to be able to get everybody to have eyes on if they're getting their money or not. So they might, but that doesn't stop the next cop from doing something else. If we don't have that kind of reform to say, for a cop going into a situation like this, like, hey, I'm not just going to go to court and probably get off. I could be sued for malpractice. I could have my pension taken. I could serve prison time. So yes, this is a right step in the pursuit of justice, but like we all said here today, I mean, we honestly still don't feel like it's enough. But one step forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, we're still moving forward slowly but surely.
Hey, let me get the last comment on that. As far as reform, obviously granted, the George thing that's going on, it may not change everything right now, but like I said, in terms of reform, I really wish that police would take action as far as training and how easy it is to become a cop, more background, things of that nature. I think that it would help out a bunch, man. These people out here becoming cops to kill people, and that's sad. So yeah,
big bullies. It's a big ass gang.
One last comment. Shout out, I don't know her name, but shout out to Shorty who recorded the incident of George Floyd, because without her, that case would have been dropped. So if it was not for her recording, it is the first time that actual video has prosecuted an officer. Any other time someone has recorded someone dying, it has been thrown out. So shout out, I don't know her name. If anyone knows, please drop it in the comments so she can gain her recognition. But shout out to her for recording that entire incident. It was sad. To this day, I still can't watch it, but for her, I'm thankful, because if it wasn't for her, then they would have got away with murder. And
shout out to all the cops that testified against Chauvin. Yeah. Shout out to the EMT that testified against Chauvin. And because his defense attorney was that nigga was a demon, dog. He was in there to work. He was in there to get his check. And y'all held y'all own, and we got what we needed.
Yes, for sure.
Second news story for you today. California might be having a new governor. Another celebrity governor. This time it's going to be Caitlyn Jenner. And this quote comes from her election website. That shit is blurry as hell. Hold on, let me go to this next picture. Caitlyn for California. The quote goes, quote, "I'm in. California has been my home for nearly 50 years. I came here because I knew that anyone, regardless of their background or station in life, could turn their dreams into reality. But for the past decade, we have seen the glimmer of the Golden State reduced by one-party rule that places politics over progress and special interests over people. Sacramento needs an honest leader with a clear vision. Caitlyn for California. So, besides political bullshit aside, because that just sounds like a whole bunch of PR, how do you guys feel? Not necessarily about her being in office, but about celebrities in celebrity in chief in general. We've seen Arnold Schwarzenegger be the governor of California before, and on a grander scale, we saw Donald Trump be the president of the United States. How do you feel about celebrities being in a political standpoint, regardless of their gender, social standings, economic standing? Do you feel like Caitlyn would be right for California? None of us except for Dion live in California. Well, you have been there.
At the
You've
current
lived
moment.
in California for a good little minute. How do you guys feel about celebrities and chiefs?
I feel like, honestly, just do what you're good at, which is entertaining us, giving us something to do, for the time being, and just leave it at that. Like, I'm pretty sure they have some good things that they could probably, provide or whatever, but please just stay in your playing field. You don't see me trying to, audition for American Idol, knowing damn well I ain't got it, okay? And the last thing we need is for the Kardashians to have influence over the entire state of California, because they not fucking with that.
They basically already do, if you think about it.
But listen,
Calabasas going up right now.
they're not really fucking with her right now, ever since the whole thing really happened. But I guarantee you, they hop right back on that motherfucker. Like, they've been riding, his whole train since everything happened. And the last thing we need is for them to, Jesus Christ, just let it go.
How do you feel about another celebrity in chief?
I mean, I was fine with Arnold Schwarzenegger again, or I don't even know how you say his name. Fuck. But it stopped and it ended with motherfucking Donald Trump.
Oh God.
It was a joke. It's gonna be a joke to me.
More. I think Teddy Roosevelt was a celebrity before he was president.
He was. But I feel like, I'm not a California native, so I can't say what Arnold did for their state. I don't know if he did any good or he did harm. Everybody and their mama know what the fuck Donald Trump did, so I'm not even gonna comment on that. But what is she gonna offer to the state of California? Granted, how Gabby related to the Kardashians, I think
money and influence.
But I think people need to give Kim her roses. If y'all don't know what she's been doing with the prison reform and how she's gotten a bunch of Black lives out of prison for innocent charges. So I will give her roses and her aspects. She's doing her study and she's taking her time, but you can't just pop the fuck up one day after becoming Woman of the Year, if you even want to call it that. No offense to any of my transgender groups and everything. I love y'all, but to me, she's a joke. I don't care what anyone tells me, she's a fucking joke. So, like I said, it's a no for me.
Yes.
I don't know. It's hard because what you know them for is like the reality scene. You know what I mean? Like your first thought, Kim, like at least our generation, hey, Kim had that tape back in the day. So I don't know. Like, it's just like everything about them, anybody associated with them, it's just like hard to really take them serious. So like my first thought is to like kind of like, no, but I don't know. Can she bring something to the table that is beneficial to the state of California? As of right now, we wouldn't know. And the only way to find out would be to give her the chance. Do I think that she should have that chance over maybe somebody else that's been trying to do it for a long time and might actually have some real influence? No. But I don't know, man. This world been crazy. Like I said, Donald Trump was president. So
yeah. I think so. I think so though, because like you said, influence is a big factor.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, not even just her alone, her entire family has that kind of influence. So, I mean, if you think about it, politicians win because they have money and popularity. She already got the popularity, and I'm pretty sure she already got the money.
Well, I don't know, because they was talking about, I don't know if you've seen so the Kardashians are not going to back her because they're going through a divorce and shit. I totally forgot about that.
They're not going to back her in this political standing?
They're not going to back her.
Oh, wow.
The Kardashians are not going to back her. They just can't. Like political views and stuff. Like I guess there's certain shit that they don't believe in, that the divorce shit, just the combination is just impossible. Like,
she don't get her funding though, because I mean you're a transgender politician in California. You gon' get that money. It's gonna be hella fundraisers in her honor.
All she got to say is I'm an organic transgender. Man, look, it's gonna go up, bro.
Yeah, she up there, and I'm go ahead.
Oh, just really quick. Can we also add to, let's not foreshadow, this woman was pro-Trump at the beginning stages of his election.
She is running as a Republican.
She was everything that Trump stood for. She was for it. So let's not think, people of California, immigration, building the wall.
You're
Make
right.
sure you guys take all that into consideration when going to vote. Just don't look at it as
Y'all
a
the
whole
closest
as
to it. Y'all
the
gonna suffer the
first,
worst from immigration
yes,
laws.
the
Man.
first of a transgender woman ever becoming a governor. Kind of like with the Barack thing, don't just vote because she's transgender and she is a woman. Make sure
Right.
you look into the back views and what she stood for and what she's against. Now she's trying to switch her stance and say that, you know, she made a mistake in voting for Trump. But if you ask me, true colors always show. When you said what you said a couple years, that's where you stand. So make sure y'all take all that into consideration, California, when you go to vote. Don't just vote for this woman because she is transgender, because I feel like she has nothing to offer you. Transgender community, maybe, but I mean, even then, we know where Trump stood with his side.
And she's still running as a Republican too. So remember that. Remember what they did to y'all.
Yes.
And so, and let me quit it before we get a little bit too political in here, because all right. So last news story for the day. There may be a new nuclear superpower, and spoiler alert, it's not us. Russia and China's nuclear race will outpace ours by miles. So China and Russia are modernizing their nuclear weapons and capabilities faster than the U.S. That's a U.S. capital us, meaning us. So the top military official in charge of the U.S.'s nuclear arsenal says, it's Admiral Charles Richard. The head of U.S. Strategic Command says the two countries are updating their technology so frequently and so broadly that it's hard to keep up with all of the developments. If the U.S. doesn't start investing more in nuclear defense and infrastructure, Richard warns the nation will be at a risk of losing credibility in the eyes of our adversaries. The Biden administration is currently carrying out a nuclear posture review, which is examining the total amount of money invested in the nuclear modernization program. The Congressional Budget Office has estimated operations, interim programs, and full modernizations of the U.S. nuclear weapons program could cost $1.2 trillion. So when I copied and pasted this to my notes and read the news story, it didn't seem so much like propaganda until I just wrote it or read it. Says the two countries, it's hard to keep up if the U.S. doesn't start investing more in nuclear defense. We'll be at a risk of losing it. All right, it sounds a lot more like propaganda now that I'm reading it. How do you guys feel about this? Russia and China are outpacing us in the nuclear sector of our superpowers. We're all superpowers already. There's like 4 or 5 superpowers. We're one of them. Russia and China were already one, but now they're outpacing us. And basically, what is our biceps? So basically, if we was all at the gym, Russia and China are deadlifting way more than we could when the whole time we was holding the record. So now we're sitting in the bleachers looking at them like, oh shit, we might be in trouble. How do y'all feel? Y'all feel like this is scaremongering, or do you feel like this might be real and they're trying to get more funding? How do you guys feel?
It may be a little bit of both, but honestly, I do think that because didn't we kind of like step back from space and start saying like we're gonna focus more on what's going on here, like back then in the day. That's why we stopped going to the moon, stopped putting money into it and shit like that. China and them, bro, they're on our ass in every way. You know what I mean? Whether it's education, all that shit, but they ain't stopped nothing. Them kids getting raised to do something. They getting their ass beat every day to do something, whether it's be in the military, fucking go to space, whatever. So I do believe there's some truth to it. But is this story released to get more awareness to it so people be like, oh shit, hey, we need to stop playing? Yeah. Do I agree that we should stop playing? Yes, because people looking at us like we're a fucking joke right now, especially after this Donald Trump shit.
Reading it, I feel like because when Trump was in office, I mean, there was a lot of speculation on how much we were spending on the military budget. So, and like I said, when I first read the story, I was like, this would be a good story for the podcast. But reading it now, I'm kind of thinking more or less that this might be a different way to word it to justify the spending on military defense, if that makes sense. Like, because Trump was just doing it. He was like, well, we're going to build a drone because I want to build a drone. I feel like Biden's more or less like, hey, we need to build drones because we're scared because Russia and China are on the come up.
Well, let's not forget, too, that the Republican Party is for the military and the Democratic Party kind of takes away from the military. So that's probably their way of covering up using money for military defense, but also relaying back to what Lance said with the whole moon situation and shit. The only reason why we put pressure on going to the moon was to outrace Russia. And I feel like that's the only thing is we have this image of being the best and the first at doing everything.
We're not.
And we're not. Russia,
some big ass bullies.
Yeah, Russia actually was on their shit way before we were. So if you ask me, do I feel like we need it? Probably, because when it comes down to it, what is it? Putin? Is that nigga's name? Putin?
Yeah.
He passed some laws to become the king again over there, bro. He's crazy.
Blow us out the fucking water if you like. No, I feel like Russia and China, they have the technology, and as far as China, they're way more advanced technology or technical. How do you say that?
Advanced.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank
It's
you.
Harley sober people. You know what's going on. Anyway,
I feel like they're more advanced than we are anyway. But I don't know. Do we need it? Yes, but I feel like there's more important issues. $1.2 trillion could save a lot of lives here in the country right now.
A lot of homeless lives.
Yes.
I
If you
feel
ask
like-
me, it could go elsewhere.
I feel like at the end of the day, what we really need to do is what Russia and China are doing, is make our moves in silence. I feel like America is like everybody else on social media. They're so big about putting everything out there when really they're sitting here making every other country think that we got it, and nigga, we ain't got shit. Okay, let's just be honest. Do what we need to do in silence, get our shit together. So that way, when and if something does pop off, God forbid, they'd be like, oh shit, we didn't know the US had that. Where'd that come from? They didn't talk about it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
we probably got a lot of that though.
I mean,
Hey,
I would definitely say we definitely got that. We got them things on us.
Yeah,
Don't
we
play
got
with
them
us.
things on us.
Come on
Russia,
now. You heard it
Russia
here.
and China. If you watching this, don't fuck with us because we got it. Okay,
Hey,
we ain't
look,
scared.
I'm
You
not-
can get it on. But
I'm
come on.
1/32 Asian. So
Yeah, look, no smoke, dog. Look, I mess with. Look,
And I'm Ukrainian, so that's technically Russian. So
my best
you know what I'm
friend
saying?
Russian.
my best friend is
I got friends
Slovakian.
that's
Okay?
Russians.
We don't discriminate over here. We,
oh
You know,
me, but damn,
it-
bro,
it is
please
what it
don't fuck
is.
with us right now. We trying to get
And
our shit
also,
together.
to be honest with you, if you guys want to put money into the military defense, y'all should probably put some money into the fucking barracks, because I've seen the barracks. Start at the bottom floor and help y'all soldiers out, because them barracks need a damn update. Okay, so if y'all putting 1.2 trillion into weapons, throw another trillion into like barrack renovations.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, because that's gonna
Throw
boost
it.
morale. That's gonna boost recruitment standards. Because to be honest with you, if I'd never seen the military barrack before and I first seen it, I'd be like, oh fuck no, do not join the military. This shit is whack.
Attention.
Y'all at least give them a better AC system. Because when Taurus was in that bitch, he had one of them floor AC things, like the ones that's just on the side of the wall. It's not in the window. It's not
Welcome
central.
to Germany because there's no AC here. So y'all want to put military
Got
spending
them
into some
furnaces in
shit?
the crib, boy.
You got heat, but you ain't got no goddamn AC, and I'm hot as fuck right now. So
Ain't nobody back in Germany no more. We seen
No,
what happened with that.
hell no.
Man.
We seen what
Hey,
happened
Hey,
with
shout
that.
out Germany though. Hold on, hang on,
Also-
not too much.
Also, put money into the motherfucking motor pool, okay? Because all y'all should be breaking down. I'm tired of driving on post and seeing all the goddamn shits on the side of the road. So y'all want to put money into some shit? Put it into the motor pool, the barracks, the goddamn DFAC, because y'all should see what these motherfuckers eat.
Hey.
They eat slops.
If our military want to do something, sign that deal with Tesla so we can run it up, man. Come on, do what we got to do.
Could you imagine a Tesla tank?
Come on, man. Come on.
Ain't no
Run it
build up. That
so we
motherfucker
can-
just go. It's all electric. Well, they drop one EMP on your ass. You fuck.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, I know somebody gonna see this, so hey, take it
no,
into
no,
consideration.
don't do that, because then I'm gonna be out of a job. I like my job. I like doing what I'm doing over here. Okay, if we ain't got no industrial area, I'm not gonna have a job.
Man, what? Okay.
Well, that's all the news stories for today. And next section, we're going on to the Love Lab with Gabrielle and Brianna. Take it away. Love Lab. Let's get a jingle. Love Lab.
Man, hey,
with
Dino, we gonna need some new
Brianna
audio
and
coming up. Hey,
Gabby.
we need all that.
Do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's love, baby. Welcome to the Love Lab, y'all.
Mike Stank.
And now we're.
I
Is that screen on the mic
Oh
okay?
my God.
think it said Mike.
It's good. It's good.
You see the paint and the words starting to chip a little bit?
Nah, it still says toner. Toner.
Tonor.
Toner.
The stand flimsy now. The stand flimsy. Oh
Hey.
man.
Ooh, shit, it is flimsy. You know what? That's what I get.
Like in iRobot when he shut all them bitches down. It's,
You'll stand at.
That's what I
Stand
get.
at-
Shout out to IKEA though, because I'm definitely using a breakfast tray to hold up my computer today. So
Hey,
It
don't
is
sleep
what
on
it
my
is.
kid,
You
man.
gotta do IKEA.
But-
Hey, I love going to IKEA.
Yes.
This week we decided we're gonna talk about friendship. More specifically, because lately it's been a little bit of trying times. I don't know how y'all feel. Sometimes your friends try you. They get under your skin. We're gonna air it all out today. We may not pinpoint and drop some names, but we gonna air out the business today. But first, I definitely want to start off for those on the podcast who don't know us, how we all became friends, how we all met. I definitely want to go around the room and everybody kind of.
Oh, I've been waiting to tell this fucking story. Oh my God. Oh, Lance.
We started, and I guess a lot of people definitely don't know how this came to be, how we all became friends. So, anybody want to go first on talking about how?
I'll go first. Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Go ahead, Gabby. Go ahead, Gabby.
Okay.
Go ahead, Gabby.
So, for those who don't know, my best friend, for me, is right here, down here in this bottom left corner. Her name is Brianna. And I met her my freshman year, 7th period Spanish class. And I could not stand this bitch. I could not stand her.
The feeling was mutual.
She used to sit in the very front with this loud ass ghetto fan ponytail.
Yo.
And with the bow rats.
With the bow rats, the thin eyebrow, because I don't know who was her friend back in the day, but they was not telling her to quit shaving that.
They were very thin.
And she was loud every day. All I ever used to hear was, "Oh my God, get away from me. Stop. Back up."
Hot Cheetos.
Bro, it is the end of the day. I'm not trying to hear nobody yelling, "Shut the fuck up." Well, then, Mr.
Do you want to tell the people why?
Yeah,
why I was saying stop?
He had small hands, and when I first saw his hands, I was like, ugh, I can see why she was yelling.
It was very much Donald Trump. Y'all know how they compared Donald Trump baby hands? He tried to touch me with them tiny ass pubescent hands, and it scared me.
He had Dr.
Draken
Draken
hands.
No,
it was
Dr. Draken hands.
Them hoes was small.
Very small, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. It scared me. So when he touched me, I was scared.
So our Spanish teacher, Mr. Adame, was such a sweetheart. We were doing group projects, and I can see why nobody picked this bitch as her partner, because she was annoying as fuck. So we got stuck as partners. And we were sitting back there and we were talking, and out of nowhere, I think I said something about, no, she was talking about her mom. And then I said something about my mom, and I was like, oh my God, my mom too. And she was like, shut up. She's like, my mom be acting all ghetto, and she'd be yelling this and N-word this and N-word that. But as soon as she get on the phone, she'd be like, hello, how can I help you? And I was like, no way, my mom too. And ever since then, we've been inseparable. Like, when you see her, you see me. When you see me, you see her. That's
period. Oh, but let's set the record straight too, because y'all trying to hold me in Spanish class. Why didn't nobody want to be my partner? I was doing all day motherfucking work in there. Okay, I had the highest grade, and a bitch knew Spanish, even though I'm not Spanish. So don't play me, because bitch, I was doing your homework, and I'm the reason you passed that class. You're welcome. No, but yeah, that's how me and Gabby met. Lance, Brian, how'd y'all meet?
First of all, okay, I'm gonna just do the whole number.
He got it
Real quick.
The whole thing.
I grew up with Gabby. We had no choice but to be friends. Bria's Gabby's best friend, so she's part of the family now at this point. When I very first met Lance, my homeboy Mike, Spike Cosmo, follow him on Instagram, introduced me to Lance because I guess they had went to high school together or whatever, and middle school together. And then so Lance had came down one time. I was living with Mike at the time, and he was like, my homeboy Lance coming through. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I meet him. He a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? And the vibe is going well. So we go to a club in Killeen called Fuego. I'm like, bet. So the kind of person I am, I look out for all my people, man. Like, if you with me, you're gonna be safe regardless. So we in Fuego, and when I'm in the club, I'm not a club person. I'm like one of the niggas that stand up against the wall and look at who gripping bottles or touching in their pocket too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real cautious ass nigga. I grew up in East St. Louis, so
yeah.
I'm a little paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little cautious. So my nigga Lance be like, I'm about to go to the bathroom. I was like, bet, I'm gonna rock with you real quick. We go to the bathroom. I go in there piss. He go in there piss. I come out from the pitch, you know what I'm saying? I don't see Lance nowhere near, so I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just wait by the door. If it's a commotion, I'm gonna run in there. I'm gonna help my nigga out. If not, I'm gonna stand out here. I don't wanna be weird. I just met the nigga. I'm just trying to make sure the nigga's safe. So I'm sitting there for like 30, 45 minutes, bruh, at the bathroom door. I'm like, bruh, that nigga either in there passed the fuck out or somebody snatched his ass up. So I go in there, all the stalls open. He not at the urinals. So I'll go back to Mike. I'm like, bruh, that nigga Lance is missing. He's like, what you mean, bruh? He's playing along. He knew the whole time. I'm like, bro, I don't know where the fuck Lance went, bro. I was trying to make sure he was all right in the bathroom. I don't know where the fuck he went. And then so like maybe like 10, 15 minutes later after, I'm like, bro, I don't like, we gotta figure something out. That nigga Mike was like, hey, Lance chopped off for the shorty, bro. I'm like, nigga, you could have, I don't put this on Lance because he just met me. You don't owe me an explanation. I put this shit on Mike.
Oh God.
Because you could have just told me the whole time. I'm over here freaking out about this nigga that we just had at our house. We the most viable suspects right now. Fuck protecting a nigga. If he gonna miss and end up in a ditch somewhere, nigga, they be like, hey, we was at your house last. I think he even left like his Dewey over there or something. You know what I'm saying? So we would have been going to jail. And I was on probation for a long time, okay? So I wasn't taking no risk. So that's how I met Lance. And after that day, I think the next day he came over. I was like, bro, what the fuck happened, man? He was like, and it was crazy because I was like, bro, like, you know, I was standing at the door for like 30 minutes, bro. He was like, yeah, I know, but I had to do what I had to do. And I was like, you right, nigga? So
I left my car there and everything. I left my car there.
Yeah.
Hey,
that nigga went on an adventure for it, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it either. Though.
Hey, we were rocking ever since, man.
Ever since then, bro, we was like day ones, bro.
Day one, man. That's my dog. And obviously, I met Bree through Brian and Gabby. The first time we ever spoke, somebody was like, "We should make a podcast." Some, and here we are.
Yeah.
How time to this day.
Talk about Colonel Heads, people sleeping with their cousins and having babies and being in and out of jail.
It's been a wild ride.
It's been a wild
this year and some change that we known Lance, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, it felt like we known the nigga since we was born, dog. Facts. And Bree's the same, man. That's how
we up over friends. 2 now, bro. Me and you.
We passed 2 up.
That was New Year's 2019. It was 2018. Yep.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. Like it feels like all of us being in a group, even in a group chat. Shout out to our group chat. Like everybody.
Shout out T-Man Taurus. My bad. I've been my
Tita
bad,
Bug. Tita Bug, we love you.
Bug.
We love
Cleo.
you, Tita Bug.
What up, Cleo?
Cleo. No, but it definitely feels like I've known y'all like my entire life. And for me, I'm somebody who don't really vibe with people like that. It's not because I have like a stuck up personality or anything. It's just either I vibe with you or I don't. And I'm very big on personalities, what I like. I'm not out there, like I just like chill people who like to make jokes and laugh. And I feel like that's what our group is. So for me, I just when I'm comfortable, I feel like I don't need to expand on that. Like I don't need a bigger circle when I'm tight knit and I have exactly what I need inside my circle. So y'all dumbasses fill the void for me. So I guess I gotta stick with y'all for now.
So death do us part.
You ain't got a choice. Yeah,
I don't got a choice, man.
And even if we wasn't cool like that, you know too much.
Oh God, yeah.
Can't let you walk now.
Yeah, man.
We ride together, we die together. Bad boys.
Bad boys for life, baby.
Bad boys for life.
I just want everybody to know we got mics, so we don't know how to act on this episode.
My camera works now, but it's okay. I'm getting right now.
All right, what you got next for us, Bree?
So next, I definitely want to talk about what annoys you most about people or friends at that, and then why do you feel like if it pertains to you, why do you feel like it's hard for you to make friends? I mean, I kind of just touched on that myself, so I really don't need to go. But like, what annoys you about people, and why do you feel like it's hard for y'all to like connect with people if you have that problem? Gabby?
So for me, it all comes down to we're grown. We are grown, and I can't speak on everybody else, but I know for a fact for us, especially me, we are busy as hell. I work 6 days a week, barely get 4 to 5 hours a day. And then on the day that I'm off, you know, I try and sleep as much as I can before I got to get up and do this with y'all. And Brian just had a brand new baby. He's working on top of that. He's got people coming to see him every weekend since he's had the baby. You know, you've got a son who's in school and you're in school. You got a house to maintain, a husband, you know, that you're supporting. Lance is working his ass off 6 days
80 hours a week.
80, say he working just as much as me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think the reason that I have such a hard time, not to say that I try and make friends, but making and keeping friends, is because people don't understand that I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't need to talk to you every day. And sometimes when I'm going through it, I don't want to talk. I just want to be left alone. So if you see me on social media, mind your motherfucking business. Okay,
Sure.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to, get me right. Because if I talk to you and I'm not into it, like I'm gonna be irritated. You're gonna feel some type of way, then you're gonna want to get upset. And another thing that irritates me is why I automatically end a friendship on this is when people are like, okay, so for instance, I had a friendship that I thought was a friendship, and seeing now and what I continue to hear about this person just lets me know that it was never really a real friendship. But on my end, it was. I could be doing something, and even if I am feeling some type of way, the only person I've ever really been able to talk to when I'm not feeling, myself is my best friend, because she understands, whether she knows that I just need somebody to sit on the phone with me for hours and just not say shit, but just be there, or whether she sits there and she gives me advice and I don't want to hear the advice. They'll be like, oh, well, you talk to Brianna all day long, or you'll call Brianna every day, or you'll text Brianna, or you'll post Brianna and stuff, but you don't post me and stuff, or you'll say you love Brianna. First of motherfucking all.
Why the fuck you hating?
I've known this girl since we were 13 going on 14. Okay.
Now
You
y'all
don't
37.
compare to her. Well,
Facts.
you don't compare to her. You will never compare to her. Not to say that the other friends that I do have, which is maybe 3, they do hold very special parts in my lives. I can talk to them on a daily basis or go without talking to them, and they know what it is. But for these other people who just step in and automatically think that they are at your level, I'm sorry. Not sorry, but you're not. And you probably never will be, because the type of connection that me and her have is just different. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's like we're the same person with some differentialities, if that's even a word, that still makes us almost the same person.
Yeah. And to touch on that too, that's why
we are definitely in a committed relationship.
Big facts. Gabby, I tell Gabby all the time, for those who don't know, like, I feel like you can have a soulmate without it being sexual or in a loving type of relationship like that. And I truly feel like Gabby is my fucking soulmate. When it comes to everything that I'm looking for in somebody, whether or not I have a sexual relationship with her or we're together, because I don't.
We don't.
We don't. For all those who thought we were lesbians for all this year, we're not.
We're not.
We love each other, but it's never been like that. I ain't see Gabby's naked body until this year, so that should tell you something. But Gabby truly is my soulmate, and I feel like you can have a soulmate who is a friend and you connect on that vibe. And maybe me and Gabby had something in a past life, but in this life we stand as friends, and that's where we're at. And I've lost a lot of friends because of that, because people don't understand. I'm the type of person, when I need my space and I want to be left the fuck alone, please leave me alone. Either you leave me alone, or like Gabby said, I'm gonna come off as a completely different type of person to you, and you're gonna feel like you did something and you did absolutely nothing to me. I need time. And I've always been like that. And like Gabby's really the only person that I can talk to who understands it. And we can sit on the phone for 6 hours, not say a fucking word, and go on about our business, but she'll be on the phone with me because I need her for comfort. It sounds very clingy, but that's just the way we've always been. Like, if you've known me and Gabby, we were fucking inseparable. I mean, everywhere I went, Gabby went. Like, houses, everything. We were up under each other. So that's just how I am. And I've lost a lot of friends because of it, because people don't understand me. And the same thing where they're like, oh, you talk to her all day and you don't talk to me. Well, it's because you're not my best friend. Like, you're an associate, you're a friend. I have different classes of friends: an associate, a friend, a good friend, and my best friend. And to me, that's one person. Everybody else has a different class, and I hold different relationships with different friends. So we could talk about different things, but what I talk about with Gabby knows everything deep that has ever happened to me. And when I say deep shit, I mean some deep ass shit. So yeah,
everything.
It's a different class for me. But all right, Lance, Bryant, if y'all want to touch on y'all's part.
So the problem with me is, when it comes to friendships, relationships, or even relationships with my parents, is I'm a solitudinal ass person. I don't know if that's a word, but that's how I describe it. I like my solitude. Yes. I like to be solo. I like to be alone, but I don't like to be alone.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and one of the issues with, and I wouldn't even really classify it as an issue. I feel like it actually helped me out getting out of that solitude, was living with Mike, is because he wouldn't always want to go out, but he'd always like want to do something. You know what I mean? So when I'm just in that bitch trying to chill, trying to play my game, or even being Rebecca, she really is breaking me out of this shell. And it's a process, man, because I like my, like, I'm in my own terms, not saying that she's not my best friend, or not that I don't have best friends, but I'm my own best friend at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know what I need to do to keep me occupied, entertained, or happy. You know what I mean? So when it comes a part of that, when we get past that to where I can't just be by myself and I do have these responsibilities or these obligations to these other people. Sometimes I do tend to get irritated, but in my later years of life, I'm only 25, but in my later years of life, I've been realizing that, you can't just be that alone ass person, because then you turn into what we all know I'm about to say. You turn into that person that doesn't want to do shit anymore, doesn't want to be bothered by company or whatever. So I mean, it's a struggle for me trying to get out of that bubble that I built myself, you know what I mean, to cope though, honestly, because when Mike was employed, I was by myself for like 10 months and loving it. It took a while to get into it, and now it's taking a while to get back out of it. But I mean, y'all know me, I'm the fun loving person that want to go on adventures and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever. Me personally, I feel like I'm a chameleon, because no matter what's happening around me, I'll always be able to adjust to it. So I don't really have a thing that makes me annoyed at people trying to be my friend or whatever. I just feel like I dug this hole into my close friendship because it's so sustaining, like with Gabby, Bree, Lance, Mike, Gigi, Dion, the whole group chat. I don't really need nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially not trying to add somebody that I don't really trust to my life like that. You know what I mean? So our ecosystem is so self-sustained that it's not that I don't want new friends. It's just that I know for a fact I don't need it. And that can cause extra issues because I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to relearn a whole new person. It's just like the whole talking stage conversation we had. You got to learn a whole new person. You got to, when you invite them to your house, you got to lock your bedroom door and, you know what I'm saying? Watch everything, watch your silverware type shit. You know what I mean? So I think I've just gotten to the point.
Snacks.
Yeah, your snacks. Because niggas will steal them. I know that for a fact.
Them new Skittle gummies is out. They good too, by the way.
And it even came down to the point to where when Aaron came to stay with us for a little bit, Ernest's son, our stepdad's son, our stepbrother, I was just like, I fuck with this nigga. I love you, because I knew him, back when we was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It was when we first met him. And, I fuck with him, you family, but at the end of the day, like, I don't, bro, like, you a new conversation, you a new energy in my ear, and it's repelling off my bubble, bro, and it's fucking with my energy, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think I'm just so and I feel like with the amount, the size of the group of friends we have, I'm okay being like that. But if I were to be alone, I would have to be a different way. I'm just thankful that I don't have to be. Really, the only thing that you would ever have to do to get on my nerves and talking to Lance or Mike, because y'all are my nigga friends, my dude friends. I don't know. Like what Mike does, pushing me to do shit I don't want to do. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's for a good reason, because I need to get out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go out to eat every once in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. It's bad to me because I just want to stay home and play the game, but I should get outside. You know what I mean? So,
so can we touch on what I did to get on your nerves to body slam me when we was kids? Because I still ain't got over that trauma.
Oh, you was trying to be the alpha, and that wasn't happening.
Okay, so note to self: don't be the alpha around Brian, because he will body slam the shit out of you. And when I tell y'all that shit hurt.
Before y'all try to drag me for domestic abuse or like put my hands on a female, that was like 7th grade, 6th grade.
Yeah, no,
and,
for
and
sure.
she came around trying to be the alpha.
Like she started
and first of all, it was her older sister Desiree who could very well be the alpha, and I don't have an argument against it. But then she tried it because Desiree tried it, and I had, you got to slam the weaker pup. That way you at least second in charge. You feel me?
There's not enough for all three of y'all. One of y'all had to go.
Yeah.
And I definitely went. Boy, I tell y'all,
it's only one Scar and one Mufasa. They had a third brother. You don't know his name, do you? Me either. Because he ain't make it.
That's Brianna.
That was
Brianna.
me.
It was Brianna.
Me.
Nah, it's all love though. That shit scarred me, but it's all love. I don't fuck with Brian. When Brian want to be left alone, I leave him the fuck alone.
God.
I learned my lesson. Nah, nice. Lance.
But no, I definitely felt what you said. I'm a chameleon in a way, man. I'm very to myself, but I'm social. Like I said, I blend in well, and I guess it's credited to, like I said, which always gives to me is just be genuine to yourself. Be a solid person. I hate people that are like a competitive or I'm gonna do this in front of them. I'm gonna do this in front of them. Bro, just be yourself. Like, you don't gotta switch up and be acting like this when we hear with these people. Like I hate that. Like, come on, man, just keep it consistent, because I don't feel like I do it. Like, you know what I mean? I personally,
being in a chameleon and being two-faced is two way different things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I blend well. Like, I just feel like I generally can be myself no matter where I'm at. and I can relate to anybody if they're willing to have a conversation. Everybody relates in their own way, whether they agree or not in that moment, if they take the time to. I try to. Not everybody's, that willing. And I think that's why I don't make a lot of friends, is because people take everything at face value, what can help them in that moment, how it helps their status and shit like that. I don't really relate. So if you can't be yourself, no matter what kind of setting we're in, and have fun and just, man, this life shit is crazy. Like Gabby said earlier, man, we busy as hell. We don't got time to be in bro, I am grown. I'm not going to be in well, you was my friend this week, but you're not my friend this week because you didn't come with me and do this week. Man, shut up, man.
Yeah,
like,
right.
and that's it. Like, I don't got time to be hearing all that, man. So just be yourself. Just keep it solid. Look, understand that we all busy. We all grown. We got our own thing going on. We are in 3 different time zones, 3 different countries at the same time doing this type shit. We barely have time to do this, and we enjoy doing it.
That's why we do this shit on a Sunday.
You see what I'm saying? But everybody comes to the table as themselves. They don't try to project something that they're not. And we just have a good time, man. And just keep pushing, man. Everybody, striving and trying to progress. And that's what I enjoy, man. For real.
Yeah, most definitely. I also go ahead.
That's another thing too that I want to say is, for me, one of the biggest things when it comes to making friends is my family, because y'all know, but a lot of other people don't know. They may just see some of it, but I am so family oriented that it's ridiculous, because I spend 106% of my time with y'all. So the fact that Brianna can come in, and then Tierra and Taurus can come in, for those who don't know, that's our stepbrother, and our stepsister can come in. And then, we have Mike and Dion, for everybody in Lance to be able to come into this one group, and we all talk to each other, and we're so comfortable. Like, we grew up, literally, we're all born with each other and grew up like
everybody's position is solidified.
Like, you don't really get that. And I don't like when I have all these friends and I can't bring everybody together in one setting. And that's something that I come across that does make it hard for me to make friends, because at the end of the day, if they don't like Brianna, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, that's just what it is.
Oh yeah, oh God, yeah.
That comes with relationships, friendships, any of that. If they don't like her, it's not going to happen, because at the end of the day, that's my tree branch. That's my root. She's been there. She's always going to be there. She's not going nowhere. And same for her. So if I can't bring them around her, then I can't hang out with you, because that's who I'm with all the time. Even when we're not together, we're still together. And so the fact that she gets along so well with my cousins and my sisters and my brother's friends, and we all just come together, like I said, like we've known each other since day one. That's such an amazing feeling, because she can talk to them and feel comfortable. She can call Lance and talk to Lance. She can call, Mike and talk to Mike, or she can talk to Dion. She can talk to Tierra and Taurus and all them. And I don't have to be there. And I love that. I love the fact that we all feel comfortable talking to one another without the other one having to be there, because that's just the vibe that we have going on. I don't have
as it should be. Yeah.
At this age, at that, for the negativity. I don't. Even before, COVID and all that happened, I still didn't have time for it. And now it just solidifies it even more. I got shit that I'm trying to do. And if you're not on the same wavelength as I am, with goals and trying to meet those goals and not just making them goals and then forgetting about them, I don't have time for it. I don't want to be surrounded about, oh, I wish I could do this, or, oh, I'm trying to do this. Okay, but what are you actually doing to do that? Because with us, that's what we're always doing. We're constantly talking about things that we're doing. And the next thing you know, we're finding somebody actually did it. They're like, hey, I did this. And we're like, oh, yo, good shit. Like, that's amazing. So.
But no, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lie.
I want to emphasize what Lance said. You ain't got a lot of kick it, man.
Man, on me.
If you don't fit in with a group of friends, just go find another one, dog. Don't try to be that chameleon. Not even that chameleon person. Don't try to fit into that hole in the bottom of the sea that you can't fit into, man. I mean, it's because eventually you're either gonna stress yourself out trying to force yourself to be that kind of person, or you're gonna stress us out trying to be that kind of person. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, you can feel that. It's infectious.
Yeah. We can definitely tell. Yeah.
We can definitely tell.
And a lot more people are a lot more polite than you think we are. So we let it slide to try and see if your true color is going to come out. But then it gets to that point to where you break off from friendships because of that reason alone.
Exactly. Oh, and last thing.
I feel like for me. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, in the past for me, I've let other friendships or relationships affect relationships that generally brought me peace. Like being around y'all and a group of people, bro, it's peaceful, man. Like even when y'all stress me out, we get like I'll be like, but it's like that's my
me.
Peace. And like in the past, I've let people like be jealous of that, like, oh well, I'm this, like da da da, and I'll be like, oh, all right, and then cut that out. and that really affected me. So like, you know what I mean, moving forward, like I said, as we all continue to progress, whatever we're doing, I would definitely say that now, like moving forward, hey, ain't nobody, you can't rock this. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, get down and stay down with this one, or we can't make it happen.
Point. Yeah. Man, to be honest with you.
And that's exactly how I feel when like I get close to people. That's it. Like there's no in between cutting it out. Oh, you can't be their friend. Like you can go.
Yeah,
you can definitely, because for me, true friendships, true vibes, like that shit is so rare today. Finding people that actually care about you, or that, you know, you can have like an actual intellectual conversation, or like even goofy conversations where you don't fake the funk and it's not like uncomfortable. I've met a lot of people where it's been like, okay, I'm a different person. And y'all know, Gabby could tell you, if I'm comfortable, you gonna see every which way of me. Y'all done see me without a wig. Y'all done see me wake up in the morning, face look it's a
that little Sonic hairdo you used to have. Brianna used to wear a headband with a short. It was a bob when she got it done, but she didn't take care of it. So the headband would push all the hair back, and it would look like this, like Sonic.
She was trying to spike it.
No,
she would throw the headband on, and all the hair would just go like that.
What's that TikTok?
She got three. She got three.
My hair.
It don't move.
It don't move. That was me.
And it used to be windy, so you know for a fact. And that motherfucker would stay in place. No hairspray, no nothing. That motherfucker would not budge. I remember I tried to smack it one time, and I still got the scar right here. If you can see it. I tried hairspray in that motherfucker shit one time. I'm fucking around.
Hey, the black side of me definitely shows in my hair. For those who don't think I'm black, when I go to the shop, it's there.
When that wig come off,
it's all ethnic underneath.
Dynamite,
baby.
Dynamite.
Nah, but that's pretty much all I have for today. I definitely wanted to touch on friendships and just basically say to our group chat and to y'all here too. I definitely appreciate y'all, especially what we built, the friendships that we do have. It's like I said, it's very rare for me to find people that I actually connect with, and y'all are family at this point. So to that, I'm very thankful.
Me too, because I can't stay on the phone with anybody for more than 12 hours besides Brianna. So that means I gotta at least fuck with y'all.
That shit, I don't care who it is. I can't stay on the phone with. If Jesus called me, I couldn't stay on the phone for 12 hours. Goddamn it.
Now, you missed it last night. It got real wild.
No, I know. And I was watching every time a message popped up, and they was like, they ain't here going crazy. They ain't here going super.
I'm glad he didn't join.
Energy, dog.
It wasn't they. It was me. Okay. It was me. Y'all put me on some dares. Let me tell you. Y'all dare me to do some shit. I'm going to fucking do it. I will do it.
Between you and Brian, I don't know who's worse, because neither one of y'all like to be told that y'all can't do something or put on on the front stand, because y'all gonna do it.
I'm definitely gonna do it.
It's not that I don't like to be told I can't do something. It's that you can't tell me that I can't do something. Because I'm gonna do something. Yeah.
Who not finna do it?
Right? I'm a grown ass man.
I think Brianna dared Brian to go streaking, and he was like, "You think I won't? You think I won't?" She's like, "You're not gonna do it." Bet. All his clothes came off, and this motherfucker was going straight up and down Persimmon way.
I had a cartwheel.
Butt ass. You did hit a cartwheel. Yeah. I remember that. Yup.
What we say, Lance? Because at the end of the day, who's gonna beat my ass up?
Hey, niggas gonna do it.
Your mama would have came outside and saw you butt ass nigga. You would have got your ass tore up.
Man, she would have had to catch me, dog. I'd have been out there freezing.
They ain't gonna catch me. They ain't never gonna catch me.
In the Montague Woods, I'd have been like, I can't go home. I need some draws.
And we would have brought them to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's definitely all I have for Love Lab this week. Just keeping it simple, you know.
We're at 33. I mean, if you want to get one more in.
I'm about to say you had one more. I thought, yeah, you good. Mine
one more, and then we go to the black coffee.
Okay. So this is the last thing. We probably already touched on this, but just to reiterate, what do y'all feel is the recipe for a long-lasting friendship? Because like I said, to me, it seems like friendships, true friendships, honesty, loyalty, I'm big on all that shit. That shit is so fucking rare these days. Finding people who are down for you, who are loyal to you, like, to me, that shit, it really doesn't exist. And when you find it, I feel like you gotta grasp onto that shit. So what do y'all feel like is the recipe for a long-lasting friendship?
So honestly, I feel like there is no recipe for keeping a long-lasting friendship. I feel like when you know, and honestly, you just kind of feel yourself being a part of that friendship and also spending some time sitting back, just kind of like looking and observing it. And so you kind of just get to a point where you're like, you know what, like this is somebody I genuinely see myself rocking with for a good minute. Sometimes, it doesn't happen. Sometimes something happens, people do get older, they do change, but I can say that I know for a fact, probably even a couple months into mine and your friendship, I just knew I was like, this is somebody that I could definitely see myself rocking with. I don't see my life without her in it, to be honest.
Yeah,
so
same.
I don't feel like there really is a recipe for it.
Yeah, just be yourself, man. Like I said, even if we don't, I don't know, 99% of the time we're going to see through it when we first meet you. But like I said, people are more polite than we get credit for. We allow you to try and, because everybody's nervous when you meet somebody new. We allow you to try and adjust yourself to become part of it because we don't want to block you out from even, trying to. But at the end of the day, if we see that it's just not who you are, I mean, don't feel bad about leaving people behind because if you're not compatible with like to say us, this group of friends, then you're not going to benefit anything from it, and we're not going to benefit anything from having you as a friend. So you might as well just go find a new friend. We're not going to be hurt.
We're not.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot less. We didn't had worse friend breakups than you just saying I don't want to be here no more. And we've been fine without it, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like just say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna leave, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas toxic. I don't really fuck with y'all like that. Move on about your life, man. That's all you gotta say.
We're not gonna be upset in any way if you just realize that this is not it.
Yeah, because we're not gonna be mad. You're not gonna be mad, man. And it alleviates stress from you trying to be that person that you're not, which can be stressful.
But I also want to put on the record too, just so for the viewers know, we're not stuck up people. Nobody in this group has a nasty attitude where we're not going to be like, oh my God, she can't be friends. Like none of us come off like that. Like we said, I think Bryant probably explained it the best. Like just, it's either you fit or you don't. And there's plenty of times, like I didn't know Lance. I was kind of, and I've told Lance this on the phone when I talked to him, I was kind of hesitant at first because I didn't know what type of person he is. And that's just me. I have a very, very, very hard time trusting people. So bringing new people into the group, I'm like, can I trust you with what I tell you? Are you going to judge me about the shit that I've been through? It's kind of like that with meeting everybody, but I'm always open and willing to give people chances until you prove to me otherwise. Once you prove to me otherwise, I feel like back in the day, I used to kind of like, okay, but now it's to the point where it's like I'm getting too old for that in my life. Where you show me one time, that's all I need. It's cut the cord. That's just how it is for me. But I don't want people to think, because I get that all the time, I'm the stuck up friend and I look like I'm gonna be the bitch of the group. I'm really not. Like I'm probably one of the most goofiest, fucking annoying people you ever meet in your life. I probably annoy you more than I would judge you, because that's just who I am.
With this group, the only person you need to worry about is Giovanni.
Facts.
And Mike.
That's the person.
She gonna tell you, no, I don't like you. I'm not talking to you, but you can talk to everybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
Lance, did you have anything to add to
that? I mean, I really agree with everything I said, honestly. Getting back to the point, we got a lot going on. Just be yourself. I personally, this I think why I don't make a lot of like friendships or say I don't have a large crowd. I take a lot of credit for being like in a friendship with somebody. I'm generally a caring person. I'm not a judgmental person, so I would expect that back. We've all been through something. We all made decisions we're not proud of. We all did things in spur of the moment. And when I first linked up with y'all, I always felt, hey, I could be myself. I don't got a lot to kick it. I don't got to, and it was comfortable for me personally. And that's why I always tell y'all, I'm generally a social person. We can be in a public setting. I can see you once a week or whatever. But at the same time, whoa. But yeah, I ain't saying all that. But yeah, I don't know. Just be yourself, man. Make you kick it.
But if you want to be a hardly sober best friend, subscribe to YouTube, follow us on Instagram or Facebook, because eventually when we get to a certain amount, which we will be posting down here or over there somewhere, we will start a group chat with all the hardly sober best friends. It's going to be a strict admission like we just talked about, but we'll have a group chat with all the fans and subscribers.
Who's getting paid?
Yeah.
Brian ain't paying us, so it's got to come from somewhere.
Come on, man.
Work too goddamn hard to not get paid for this bitch.
Man,
I know my worth, okay?
The nigga tried to pay me in Crown for a year. He said, "I'll buy you Crown for a
He
year."
took the bottle.
I'm
He
calling
took the bottle.
I'm calling the fucking BBB on him because
I
I'm sick
I
of
said
being
Lance.
On the union.
I said, Lance, take this bottle. I'm sorry I couldn't pay y'all. Take this bottle of Crown. He's like, nigga, what the fuck I look like getting paid in Crown? Then took the bottle. Show me the bottle.
Look,
All
bro.
right, so all right then. So he accepted the payment.
I'm supposed to get a new bottle every week. I've been rocking with the same bottle for 2 weeks. Come on,
Read the
bro.
fine print. It said
So you
every.
admitted.
It said every lunar week.
So you
It said
admitted.
Pause. Pause. I called his ass out yesterday for that. He was taking a sip on that bottle. I said, nigga, you've been drinking that bottle for 2 weeks now. Stop. He's like, I just bought this bottle. Right here. I'm gonna screen record that. He said I've been working on this bottle for 2 weeks. He been babysitting that shit. But I will say I do accept payment in crowns. So
I do.
if y'all wanna
go
ahead and fund that up.
Preferably vanilla or
take
regular.
it.
I don't really like apple, but that vanilla go crazy.
No, I don't want no.
I'm not gonna tell you how you
apple
can
over
send it to
here.
me, but if you want to send me something, I'll take it at this point because I'm struggling.
Nobody's doing federal prison time for you. You can wait till you come home.
Yeah, no, yeah, you gotta.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
you
we're
gotta
not
go on
endorsed, by the
first.
way. Hey,
No.
Yeah,
Crown.
no sponsor, not
Crown,
sponsor.
hey, get up
But
with
you
me,
can be
hey.
if you want to.
Get up with me.
I'm just saying.
Shit,
Get up with
Henny
me.
too.
Hey,
Henny.
No, swing that
No Smirnoff, no Svedka. We don't want y'all here.
tequila.
Now watch.
Casamigos. Casamigos.
Clooney, hey, talk to us, Clooney. Or I think he sold it already.
Is
It's
that
not
Clooney?
Clooney's no more. Yeah, George Clooney made Casamigos.
George Clooney.
Shit.
I think he sold it though. It's not his company no more. He sold it.
I'm trying to be like the big boys drinking Casamigos. Casamigos, if you hear me, sign your girl.
What's Michael Jordan's tequila?
man, I don't know.
I want to try the Rocks tequila. That what is that?
44? That's that 44?
I don't. Because if that
44?
liquor's as strong as he is, I don't want to taste it. That shit gonna punch your ass in the throat. You gonna die, goddamn.
Hey, but I feel like we would have a good ass night off that.
Hey,
one.
that might be the first time in our lives Lance orders 1 round of shots and that's it.
The Rocks tequila, yeah, that shit gonna hit fast and furious.
Yeah, save him $150. Shit.
Hey, y'all gonna put some respect on my name. You
The
already
way
know what's
he-
going on that night.
Tequila.
Take one shot, you gonna feel
Anytime I
like
say
you walking
that,
tall.
I got
You're gonna wake up in
the way-
Jumanji.
The way that Lance said tequila that day lives rent free in my head.
This shit gonna hit your liver with a people's elbow.
Insert it in here, future breed tequila. The way he said it.
After you take that shot, you gonna smell what the Rockets cooking.
That chicken nigga?
I can smell it.
What is that?
Oh,
Shit.
beef and broccoli.
Is that some snap?
Steroid. Testosterone.
Damn. Shit. Nah. But you guys, heads up. Me and Gabby, we do have a new segment. It is definitely, I'm gonna let Gabby introduce it, but it is still gonna be part of Love Lab. So if you have any questionnaires, any type of stories you want to tell, this is the segment that we will introduce this. And like we've said before, anything that you guys do offer us to use for content, it will remain anonymous unless told otherwise. Unless you tell us we can use your name, we will say that it is from an anonymous person that sent it in. But Gabby,
And we have our first submission.
yay! So shout out to whoever sent this one. We know, but we're not gonna say.
So we're calling it. We're serving you your black coffee.
Why do we call it that?
Yeah.
Why do we call it black coffee?
Because we're giving it to you raw, uncut, no sugar, no Splenda, no nothing.
Okay.
Sometimes you just need that black coffee to go ahead and get your day started. So that's what we're doing. So she said that she needs some input. She's the oldest of 4 and they all have different dads. Her sister and her brother, they grew up around each other for a little bit till they were about like 3 or 4. Then they had been placed into the system because her mother was unfit, and that happened around the time she was 8 or 9. She said fast forward to a little bit before COVID started is when she found out about her sister and her 2 younger brothers. They contacted her. She said, we don't normally speak, really, we don't speak at all, but the only time that they do talk to me is whenever they ask for money. So she wants to know, how would you feel and what would you do in that situation? My intake is, for those who don't know, Tier and Taurus are our stepbrother and sister, and we didn't meet them until I was like a sophomore in high school, somewhere around that time. And I'll be honest, at first I didn't like them niggas. Couldn't stand them. Didn't even know them. Hadn't even said 2 words to them. I just didn't like them because I was like, how dare my dad go get 2 new kids? Like, what's wrong with me? Does that nigga not love me? I look just like you. How can you not love me? You know what I'm saying? But I will say that we have had some troubling times throughout the years. We actually didn't speak for a very long time, starting after my grandfather died in 2016. And last year in 2019 was the first time that we all reconnected. Not last year, that was 2020. So last year in 2020, we all reconnected. And ever since then, you would think that, you know, my dad and their mom had got married a lot younger and we actually grew up together. So I will say we actually do have the opportunity to grow and we know each other. We talk on a daily basis. So I don't really have an issue if they ever needed help. But if we didn't know each other and the only time that you want to talk to me is not to get to know me, but to ask for money, I would definitely kind of have an issue with that. I would definitely bring that up. I would say, you know, you could actually call and, you know, try and get to know me or something like that. You don't have to always call. Like, I have no problem helping you. You know, we are family. I would love to get to know you, but I'm not just your bank.
Can I touch on that a little bit more too? Because her situation is kind of similar to mine with my father's a hoe. So Will, if you're ever watching this, I know you follow me on Instagram. You are a hoe, okay? I got siblings every year that I find out about. So I do have half siblings. So I know what that kind of feels like trying to build a relationship with siblings that you never really grew up around. Unfortunately, my half siblings my half siblings are established. They have really good careers. I will say I can relay this back to my own siblings. I love my siblings to death, but you know, sometimes back in the day, not right now, but back in the day, they would constantly hit me up for money. And in the beginning, I was willing to give them money because I was always taught I'm a big family person. And especially when it comes to my siblings, you stick together because in the end, you know, that's probably all that you have. But you have to cut the cord at some point, because when you consistently allow someone to use you for money, or you constantly give in and you're kind of feeding their habit, they're going to realize, oh, okay, hey, she's the back burner. You know what I'm saying? If I don't ever have it, she's going to give it to me. So I really don't have to work for the shit that I have, because whenever I need it, I know she's going to give it to me. So like Gabby said, establishing that you either want to build a relationship or you can stop calling me for money, or you just cut the cord completely. Because if you ask me, you don't owe them a damn thing. When we're adults, you work for what you have. That's not to shame anybody. Sometimes people don't have it. And if they don't have it and you absolutely know that they need it, I'm all for helping your siblings. But when they're consistently using you, you need to cut that cord, because if they're grown enough to get out there and be in the workforce, there should be no excuse why they're constantly coming to ask you for money. That's what I have to say.
Nice.
That's real shit, though. That's real shit. I mean, I'm a firm believer in I can't help you if I can't help myself first. You know, I've always been that type of person. Like I said, my personality is caring. So if I can't help you and you're somebody that, you know, I know that you actually need help, then I will. Whether it's y'all are my family, or an actual sibling, I will help them. But at the same time, so I can't help you if I can't help. And if it was something consistent, then I would kind of want to know, okay, so what's going on to where you're in a situation where you're asking me for help? Why? Like, no offense. Like, yeah, I get it, but you know, hey, why are you asking me for help? So that way I can understand what's going on. If I can help you at a broader spectrum, then I will. What is this money going towards and things of that nature? Like I said, I work hard for everything. Look, I bust my ass, like I said, 6 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day. So I can't be throwing money around like that. Sometimes I don't even get to enjoy the money that I make. So, but it's not no disrespect, because like I said, I will help you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's somebody that, you know, I'm related to, somebody that I love. But at a certain point, I got to figure out, okay, what's going on? How can I better your situation as a whole, to where I'm not just giving you money, or have an understanding what the money's going towards? Because I'm not going to support a habit or anything like that. Like, if you're in a perfectly good situation and you just want this money to go blow it on whatever, no, I can't help you on that, you know, spectrum. But if you genuinely need help, then I will help you. So that's what I have on it. I mean, I know people may agree or, you know, disagree to it, but that's just me.
And I'm coming from a purely hypocritical standpoint, because when I was down, Gabby helped me for really the majority of my life. Since we hit high school, you got your first job, you always been sending me money. Brianna helped me out with my probation. Big time.
You know about that?
Yeah.
That's
You
real
told
shit.
him?
Yeah.
Real love.
You were never
Thank you,
supposed to. You were never
Well,
supposed to know. It was
I
for
know
me.
now, and I appreciate you.
Oh, okay.
That nigga Lance blessed me so many times. That nigga Mike blessed me so many times.
It's all love, man.
My wife, baby mama, Rebecca helped me so many fucking times. I've always, for some reason, I don't know, and in due part to my personality and how, I guess, according to not me, everybody around me, how loving I am, I do get a lot of help from the people that love and support me. Now I'm in a better place. And within my first couple checks, I sent back a lot of money that is way past owed, and it was nowhere near the amount that was loaned to me either. So I'm still working on paying my dues back, but I think I have an excuse now because we just had a baby. So now whenever somebody asks for some money, I'm like, man, I got diapers, man. I got the wipes, man.
Formula,
I
man.
support the baby, man. She breastfed. Holy
I know,
shit,
but you gotta lie and say it's formula.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
that
a
shit's
lie.
expensive.
So yeah, I'm in a little bit better of a space now that she's born because I can lie about it. But no, I've had a lot of help throughout the years. Not really any that I've asked for straight up. I've never been comfortable asking for money. And that's another big reason Gabby always tries to support me is because, and Bree, when you helped me out that one time too. And matter of fact, everybody, because y'all know I don't like to ask for it. So then when we be out or whatever, like Lance and Michael drag me out to go out. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't got it like that. But like, nigga, we didn't ask you if you got it like that. Come on, man. And then like with Brianna helping me out and Gabby helping me out, Gabby always tell me, she's like, I know you don't ever ask for anything. I just really want to help you out because you deserve something. But now that I'm in a much better part in my place in my life, and even remembering where I came from, not really having it like that, and then having to go through what I went through, I would say to whoever wrote this in, did she want to stay? I guess she wanted to stay anonymous. If you do feel, because I would feel the same way, I'm a giver. It's hard to give and then not give again. If you're gonna give to them, you have to set your boundaries. Setting boundaries is never gonna be nice to the person that's receiving the boundaries. But if you do not set them, then you will always be that cash cow, like they said. So you give them what they need to get through. I don't know how old these people are. If, like Brianna said, if they're older than the working age, no matter where you're living at right now, people are hiring nonstop. I could drive down Interstate 80 in Nebraska and see 75 help wanted signs in a 5-mile radius. You know what I'm saying? So jobs are not in low, they're in high demand right now. So if you give them money and you want to support these people because you feel like you owe them something because they are family, because family will always have your back. First of all, get to know them, help them, but also set boundaries. Because once you get to know them and you help them and you see them get to a place where they are, stay in their lives. So when they get where they need to be, if they don't help you back or pay you back, then that's somebody you need to cut off. Don't feel bad to cut off family because yes, blood is thicker than water. But water will always be there for you. Water quenches your thirst. Water helps you live. You're not drinking blood to live. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're a vampire,
I definitely don't need it.
Blood. 9 times out of 10, blood's the ones that's gonna do you dirty. You know what I mean?
No cap. That is one thought. Seen it time and time again.
We got a cousin that robbed my auntie house. I know every single person in our group chat, our friends and our family, would never rob my auntie house. My blood cousin robbed my auntie house. You know what I'm saying? Family, we need to let go of this stigma that family is where your loyalty needs to lie. No, your loyalty needs to lie where your loyalty comes back. It needs to be a boomerang. If you throw it back, it needs to be reciprocated. If you throw it back and they catch that motherfucker, put it in their pocket and sell it for some change, you don't need to associate with them people no more. Straight up.
I'm gonna talk your shit, King. Shit, I mean.
I will say, especially, I agree with Bryant because that's one of the things that I struggle with, and especially in friendships, was I'm such a caring and giving person that I don't know when to say no. I know now. I know, especially now, when to say no. But before, I was always like, oh, well, let me do this for you. Let me do it. Because I've always been that person that can, not to brag, but I've always wanted to be in a spot to where I can help those that I care about because I want to see all my people eat. I want to see everybody at the table that I'm at. Yeah, I mean, you can ask everybody in the group. I'm constantly sending these motherfuckers jobs. Like, hey, come be with me. Come make this money. Stop slaving away. Come do what you got to do so you can be where I'm at, so we can all, be on a different level. We're not going to say nothing because Lance don't ever be applying, but,
I don't either, but
we're cutting that part out. Future Bree, cut that part out.
Emphasis on that.
Out,
emphasis on that.
Because,
and the reason I say what I said is because Gabby said she came from a point to where she could. I'm coming from a point to where I could not. And I'm not sending nobody new no money. I'm only barely trying to pay back, like give a little bit to people that, you know, like helped me out for so long. So Gabby's coming from a place where she was always able to give handouts. Obviously not always. But she's always had a better career than I have, me personally.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm the type of person, and maybe this is just me. When I give somebody something and I truly know that they need it, and please listen, Bryant. Please don't ever pay me back. Don't ever pay me back, because that gesture comes from my heart. And the reason why I did what I did for you is because the call that I got from your sister. And like I said, you are my brother. Whether
I was in a bad spot.
Yeah, whether we're blood or not, that shit was not gonna happen. And I had it, and you can ask Gabby. I sent it over immediately. Granted,
she told me all the business.
You want to pay me back? You want to pay me back? You can help me stretch out my finger, because you know how many times you gotta hit the fucking button for Apple Pay to get it to that number, nigga.
You can hold it in a scroll.
You can type in a number.
You can type it.
You can type in the number.
No, you can't type it in. When you send it in a message, you have to click the arrow. When you put it on your card, you can definitely type in the amount. But when you go to do the arrow, a bitch was sitting like this.
You can hold it though.
You can type in the number.
You can most definitely hold it and type it, even in message.
Why the fuck ain't nobody tell me you could do that, bitch?
That makes it
catching on to shit slow. You know how that go with you, man. Just you know now.
That amount that you gave me,
Bible,
that was a large amount.
I clicked
got a big amount.
The arrow. I was like, God damn, man! I wish they would update this shit to where I could type it.
It's been that way for a while.
But that's where I was going with it. Is Brian?
Yes.
That makes it even worse, man.
You were literally one of the most humble people I have ever met, regardless of whether, and I mean, you, not to, throw you out there, but you have been down bad. But to people who don't know you, and even people who do know you, don't know because you don't show it. You try and figure it out on your own. And that's why even like you said, when I was in high school, I would do anything for you, because I know that you never ask for anything. Me and Gigi are some spoiled brats. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We are terrible people. But I don't.
Y'all trying to get a tear out or what, man?
No.
Hold it in, nigga. Suck it in.
If you ever feel like you have to pay me back, don't use it for Alana. Put it to the side for Alana, because everything that I've ever given you was strictly from the heart, because you, of anybody that I know, deserves that and so much more.
When it comes to her, take that money and use it for her. I would be so much more happier seeing that payment go to something that she wants or needs than you to pay me back, and I probably dump that shit on clothes. I ain't even finna lie.
She will.
Clothes or food. I will probably put that shit towards my grocery bill, but I don't need it, is what I'm saying. So anybody that I've, even Gabby, I've never been the type like, hey, I loaned you this, I need you to pay me back. Like, never.
Oh yeah, Leah, let me emphasize that as well. None of these people that I've been paying back have asked me to pay them back at all. Yeah. It's all been out of love. And again, that goes into the fact that our relationship and our friendship and our bond is so strong that we just have that kind of ecosystem to where, I mean, and like Gabby said, I don't really tell niggas when I'm hurting. They just know, they can kind of tell because they've known me for so long. But I will not be the person to be like, come on, man. Like, and again, I'm not gonna go into detail, but with the situation where Bree sent me some money, I was just having a random conversation with Gabby, and the next day I got that amount, and I was like, well, shit, okay, well, I guess I get to stay outside for a little bit longer than I thought I had to.
Right. But yeah, even like not to get into detail, but even like during that moment, like it was like one of those things like we kind of know what's going on. And like even during that time, like, bro, like it was just one of them cases, like I can't help if I can't help myself. Like, bro, we both know what's going on, and it's not no ill will, like, bro, I can't.
Even
hold on, pause.
When I was talking to Brianna about it, I didn't even ask Brianna. I called Brianna freaking.
That's what I'm saying.
Crying.
Like,
I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to go to work for an extra 4 days. And she was like, well, he did, did he say he needed something? I was like, no, he didn't even ask. I was like, but I know that he has to have this. Even if he's not asking me for it, he has to have this. And so I was sitting there trying to figure out what I could do to get it. And Brianna was like, say less, check your phone. And I was like, no, I'm sending it back. She was like, if you send it back to me, I'm gonna catch a flight and smack the shit out of you in Cuba. And I was like, okay.
And that would have been crazy now knowing that Brianna tapped all them buttons. If you would have sent it back, she would have had to tap all them buttons back over.
I would have. Public record, I did not know that Apple, you could type it in like that. A bitch was clicking the plus button, and then I might even had to click the subtract button because I was going a little too fast.
Apple, if you're listening, update your tip section, man.
For me, at least put it in the chat box or something, like, brother.
But that also goes into me being that person that loves his solitude, because, and you can ask Gabby, when I told her that might have been the case, I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead, knock it out, do it, that way I don't owe shit no more, you know what I'm saying? So
and I was like, ain't no way in hell.
Because you and my brother, were in similar situations. And even before we got on the podcast, me and Gabby were talking about this, and I specifically said, between you two, you guys weren't going to be another statistic. I was not going to let that happen. So if there's anything that I can do to prevent that, and I know you guys both have the potential to be something great, I'm not going to watch you do that to yourself. So if I got it, you got it. And that's always going to happen. But I do want to say this, and I'm going to look straight in the camera. If I don't fuck with you, you going to pay me back.
That's on my mama.
My money.
Ain't no charity over here, Cass.
What goes around comes around with the gang, but the rest of y'all run my shit with interest.
How long it takes you? I want interest on top.
Interest on top of
okay.
it.
But yeah, looking back to end the segment, man, looking back, it did what y'all did for me. I mean, even you, Lance, just being able, I mean, because what you did for me, it wasn't necessarily detrimental to in the case of that, but it did help to keep me be who I am. Y'all really did save my life with the support, and not even just financial support, the emotional support, and everybody in the group chat that we have now. I mean, this is including Jazz, Taurus, Tierra, Gigi, Gabby, Mom. All of y'all did y'all's best. And then even me meeting Rebecca, man, it changed my life for the better so much, to where I'm in a place now, like I said, where I can pay y'all back. Just even, it's not just paying y'all back y'all money that y'all lent me. It's me being like, damn, nigga, I'm free. I can do this. You know what I mean? Like it uplifted my spirit so much. It's lifting so much of a weight off of my heart that I'm able to do it. I really only did it to feel better about myself in a selfish ass way. I love what y'all did for me, and I wanted to pay y'all back, but I was like, damn, nigga, like, I'm here now. You know what I mean?
You can pay me in laughs. I take payment in laughs. Y'all crack me up every...
You good for them. That was free.
It's a lot cheaper than Crown, goddammit. So.
Hey,
wait, I take that back.
No. We got it on camera. We got it on camera. But thank you for all the love and support. And then this is why I always tell y'all, because I'll never be one of them people that's like, mash the like button. Let's have a like spike, comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, this is us, you know, giving our unbiased opinions. This is us being as expressionate as we can. We're bringing this to y'all, like, literally out of creativity, because we're not getting paid for none of this shit. We don't have a Patreon set up yet. We don't got ads on YouTube. We don't got ads on Spotify or Apple. If we do, y'all niggas let us know, because we got a check coming, goddammit. If y'all watching our video on YouTube and you see an ad pop up, then comment down below to let us know, to hit up YouTube and be like, hey, y'all got ads during our shit. We need some money.
Where my money?
But we had an hour 5. Lance, what's up in the streets, man?
Oh man, I got 2 of them. We got 2. One, and first, hey, look, y'all know us, me in general, and you actually recommended this, so I'm gonna give you your flowers on this. You know what I'm saying? This Natty Ice, man. Hold on.
So who?
The Natty
Ice. Look, I'm not a big Natty. I mean, you know, back in the day, people get down with that Natty Ice and that beer pong. That's easy work.
Yeah.
But now,
$10 for.
Are they stepping their game up? Look, are they stepping their game up? They coming up with the Natty Ice icicles, with the popsicles. Come on, man. Strawberry lemonade. Look, be honest with me. If you had to be 100% honest. You at the pool, you at the beach, you cooling. We all cooling. We floating the river, whatever. The Natty icicles ain't gonna slap.
They ain't gonna slap.
They ain't gonna slap the strawberry lemonade. They ain't gonna slap.
Hey, like Lance said, I'll try anything twice.
Even if you don't like the flavor, think about this. If it's Natty Ice popsicles, you probably gonna get a 24-pack for $5.
Man,
you gonna get fucked up.
Can I say something though? I always have Henny on deck, and ice popsicles are like $1.50 at Walmart. cut that bitch off, pour it out a little bit, pour some Henny up in it, break it off with a straightener, and I can give y'all Henny pops for.
Henny is $40.
Man.
But I always have Henny
It's
on
Natty
hand
Ice.
though. Natty Ice just don't do it for me, man. Like,
But it's not Natty Ice, it's Natty Ice. What hey, hold on, look, we finna get the real name. What was it called? Natty.
You could put grape,
Look,
strawberry,
listen.
cherry.
Listen, it's called Natty Ice Natter Days Frody. Oh my God.
It's about to be a
Fruity?
hot boy summer.
It's hardly
It's
sober.
about to
Look,
be a hot boy summer.
look,
Goddamn it.
look, Natty Ice Natter Days Frozen Icicles. Come on. Come on.
You
Look.
telling me we in the river floating, enjoying it, music, booming.
Look.
You're not gonna reach for one of them?
You got the floating cooler. You got the floating cooler on a string on your raft. You open that cooler up, and all you got is malt, basic, damn near malt liquor popsicles.
Before Bree comment,
Wait,
hold on.
Are
before you
y'all
comment.
paying? Are y'all paying?
Oh, it's
I'll
Natty Ice.
drop $5 for a 27
Okay, yeah, I'll drink it, but I'm not going to the store myself.
Just,
and get it.
just for the selling purposes, like I said, no endorsement, Natty Ice. But look,
we're not
if you want to, let me know something. Look, you got 2 flavors. You got pineapple lemonade.
Y'all so pressed over 2 fucking flavors.
It's brand new. What you think? Gonna drop 10 flavors? They expect
Rihanna,
people like us to drink it. I mean, eat it, whatever, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then look, strawberry lemonade. Come on, pineapple lemonade, strong lemonade. Come on, man. What you
I'm
got?
telling you right now, after the COVID year that we just had,
I'm trying.
everybody getting out there to really try to get their thing wet, and I'm not just talking about they tube in the river. These
to get your
natty
noodle wet.
these natty ice popsicles are about to sell the fuck out. Why? Because
Natty-
Bud Light don't got one.
Mhm.
Michelob don't got one. Dos Equis
Mhm.
don't got one, and ain't nobody paying that. Not everybody's paying that $40 to make them popsicles with a hair iron. They about to got these natty ice popsicles,
Yeah.
and you about to have a music video of females dripping it down their butt crack to a slow song or a fast song because Moneybag Yo is hot in these streets right now. They about to be twerking with natty ice
Glad,
popsicles
nigga.
on their butt cheeks. In Atlanta, where it's the hottest.
Here she go.
Did we just plug in Moneybag Yo, bro? I'm
Niggas
so
about to be
sick.
sticky.
Here she
Butt
go.
cheeks about to be sticky this summer. We looking for a
Hey,
hot
what?
boy
Natty
slash
Ice.
shitty girl
Full of
summer.
sugar, full of sugary liquor.
Natty-
8%, by the way.
Natty
8%.
Ice.
Sugar and malt liquor.
Look,
Y'all about to be
Eight,
pregnant
look,
this summer.
8%.
Look.
Look, 8%. Look, 8%.
Natty Ice will get your noodle wet. There you go. That's all y'all need to know for the summer.
Okay.
Natty
See,
Ice will
that'd
get
be
that
such a
noodle
good ad break.
wet.
Natural Light, sponsor us, man. Come on, bro. Natty Ice. Hold on. Natty Ice will get your noodle wet.
Noodle.
Hey, we selling too hard. Look, hey, look.
What else you got for us, Lance?
So the second one is actually, I mean, it's a little bit of a turn compared to what we've been talking to, but Bree, with this ratchet Florida shit she got going on there in Jacksonville. So what is it? Who is it? Young and Ace released the Hot Boys remix, whatever, to the White Chicks anthem shit. The
Yeah.
and I need you. Hey, he killed it though. But so no, but
Please do not plug that clip in for the love.
No,
of
but-
hey,
Pause. No, pause. Seriously, I can't because it was copyrighted on all platforms. The only place I can get it.
I wish I knew that.
Michelle was literally on top of her game, and she copyrighted them for 1,000.
I wish I knew that. I really
That
wish
is-
I fucking
yep.
knew that.
It is copyrighted.
They ain't
They
get the
took it
sample
off of-
cleared.
Nope, they got.
She
they
a
took
fucking
it off
hater, bruh.
every
They
platform.
they ain't get the sample.
Hey,
clear.
cancel culture. Get on her ass, bro.
Man, what?
She
They
ain't
fucking up
been
in the
hot
street. They
since
fucking streets up.
2003, and now she want to copyright a song.
She
Boy,
don't.
that
She,
shit
she
was
don't want
hot.
black niggas to eat because you know
Hey.
she not getting paid off of it no more. That's why she did a lawsuit.
Man.
Hey, cancel culture. Get on her ass. These young black niggas came out,
It
made a
is
sample to her
copyrighted.
song, and made it fire, and now she want to sue people. Come on,
But-
bro.
Hey, look. Hey, but look.
But you know,
I
I,
did
do
not
what
know
it
that,
do,
though.
baby. I will make
Hey,
it
look.
happen. I will do what I do. I will
Hey,
make it
look, we tiptoeing all that shit. We ain't getting paid. What the fuck? We ain't getting
Yeah,
paid.
we ain't got that many views yet.
We ain't
We should
getting
be
paid.
straight, man.
But on a serious note, so I kind of knew that the song was like a diss song compared to so I guess a little rival he got with another rapper named Julio. It's in the Jacksonville area. Shout out to my people in Jacksonville, Trey, Chico, KB, all them. But anyway, so he remixed it back. And man, this is some foul shit, bro. So he did the music video, and I guess so. Young and Ace a couple years ago, him and his homeboys, they got shot up. Like he barely survived. He was like the only one out of like 5 people to survive out of a car that got shot up. So apparently, based off of what's been implied, it was Julio Fulio and them. So when he did the remix, he put Young and Ace's homeboys like little pictures on a stand with bottles, and then did the freestyle. I was like, who am I smoking? They had the pictures and the mugshots of all them. So now, yes, to the same beat. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like look, like now knowing what I know, I'm definitely more intrigued because I blew it off when Bree was blowing it off. But now it's some real shit going down in Jacksonville, bro. This is some real, like they took the white chick shit anthem, remixed it to some street shit, and now they killing and basically telling people they killing. You got your flowers. You got your flowers on that. You got your flowers. You brought my attention to
Y'all
write a single verse and you want your props.
Me. No, they made fun of me for weeks off of playing that song.
No cap, I did slander. No, look. The song, it was still listening. Like I said, I went back.
It's still trash. It's still fucking trash.
Yeah,
but
don't
it's
get me
catchy
wrong.
as fuck.
It is catchy, but now knowing what I know about it, they talking about killing. They real good anime business.
They was naming all they ops.
Bro,
he was like, "Who I smoked?" That nigga said, "Tiki." I was like,
"Okay." Wait, pause. Julio Filio said, Julio Filio remixed and said, "Who I'm smoking?" 2, 3, like that, and held the note with the auto tune.
But
hey, follow it, man. It's breaking here first, me dog.
Hey, man, that's all I got for that.
We're on the third question of In the Streets, right? Do you have a third article? Or
no, just the two. We on to the 20.
Well, that brings us to Celebrity 20 questions. Again, every episode is somebody's first episode. So if you don't know what we're gonna do, Celebrity 20 questions is a game where my panel of co-hosts ask me questions up to the maximum of 20, trying to guess the celebrity that I have written on
the napkin.
Something.
The napkin, because he's ghetto.
Golly.
It was a napkin at first, but I can't find.
It's gonna be an envelope this time. It's gonna be an envelope. Watch it. It's gonna be an envelope.
Oh, or at least the bag that he had his food in.
It's gonna be the hand.
It's gonna be. It might have to be.
To be honest with you, I can't. Okay, I got a Sharpie.
He gonna write it on his thigh.
Huh. This what? Yep. It's gonna be notebook paper.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get the energy ass nigga. You might have to block some of that. I don't know. So we will. Name was too easy. I'm not changing that mid game or nothing like that. All right. And that brings us to Celebrity 20 questions. The game where my panel of co-hosts ask me questions up to a maximum of 20 to figure out what the celebrity is that I have written down on a piece of paper. They'll ask yes or no questions and try to narrow down and figure out who the celebrity that I have written on this piece of paper is. Okay? And let's go.
Gabby.
Is it a male?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it an African American male?
No.
Is this person American?
Yes.
Okay.
And for anybody listening, these are only household names only. These aren't like super abstract artists that nobody would know the names of. These are household name celebrities.
Okay. Guys, my team, do you think I should ask
elaborate between each other without asking me a question? They can obviously, for content wise and to get the game right, they can also ask each other questions before actually asking me a question.
Do you guys think I should ask if he's an actor or in the music industry?
Well, do you think that we should find out his race first? Because we don't know. We just know he's not black, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's white or that we would identify him as white.
Okay, so go ahead and ask that.
Is he white?
Yeah.
Okay. So should we do actor next? Because I feel like this week is going to be an actor. Is he an actor?
Yes.
Okay. I like it.
And I'll give you this, an actor only.
White actor.
This wasn't like last week where he was like a music producer / DJ.
Okay. White actor. Okay, should we ask?
We're at 5 questions. He's a male who's not black. He's American. He's white.
Right.
And an actor only.
A white male actor from the United States. Because I asked, he said yes.
Should we do, has he done any movies in the past year?
Or should we do? Is he more known for movies or series, whether it be you know what I mean, Netflix or TV?
Okay, go ahead, ask that one. That one's pretty good.
Is he more known for series, as far as like Netflix series, TV, sitcoms, whatever, or movies?
It's hard because when his very first acting was on, his very first time coming out acting was a series, but after that, he was a big movie actor.
Already?
Panel, can I come to the board and throw out a name really quick for you guys?
Already?
Just to Jim
Give us
Carrey,
6
because
seconds.
Jim Carrey started off on Living Color, and then he moved on to mainstream acting. He no longer did sitcoms.
And for anybody listening, if they guess wrong, if they make a substantial guess, like they say, is it this person, and they get it wrong, that's the end of the game.
So let me
So
ask
you,
So-
you guys have 14 questions left. You're on
Ask-
question.
this.
No, Gabby, Gabby, before you ask, I'm asking y'all before we do this so I can get it out of my head. Do y'all want to ask one question mainstreaming around something Jim Carrey has done so we can go ahead and
Yes,
knock him off the
that's
list?
exactly what I was about to do.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do?
Did he star in Ace Ventura?
No.
No. There you go. He's not it.
Okay. So he's off. So what other actor then had starred in sitcom type stuff before he moved on to mainstream? Because I really can't think of any right now.
Might not necessarily be sitcom.
Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying.
Could be comedy sketch. Could be soap opera. But later on went to, and then I give him hints all the time, and I probably shouldn't. Probably could be comedy sketch or soap opera, and went on to be a bigger movie star than he was in that series.
See, now if you say
But he
soap
was big in
opera.
that series.
If you say soap opera, that makes me want to say, can we have a lifeline where I call somebody? Because you already know I'm going to want to call mom because that's all she ever does. Is watch soap operas.
But the main soap opera that I feel like he's gonna pull from is General Hospital, because I feel like a lot of people start
All
on
My Children.
All My Children, General Hospital. What was the other one you used to watch?
Days of Our
Mom
Lives.
does.
Days of Our
Yeah,
Lives.
Mom does watch a lot of soap operas.
Yeah,
That's
my grandma
all
does
she used to
too.
do before she joined the military.
You want to phone a friend?
Can we phone-
Already?
No, because we don't have enough
That's what
information.
I'm saying, already?
There's
Yeah,
so
you
many
can wait.
soap operas. We don't have enough info.
Today's clue will be phone a friend. So
Okay.
instead of
okay.
Google, y'all will use phone a friend. Yeah.
Ooh, I kinda,
That's if Ma picks up. So now we fuck around with Ma. If she
She's
don't pick up,
upstairs. She's upstairs. I'll make sure she picks up.
She better pick up
okay.
If that's the one y'all want to call. If anybody else, I don't know. They ain't upstairs. So
and put her on
I'm home,
speakerphone.
Mom.
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
okay. What? Okay, what number are we on? That was 5, 6,
y'all
No,
have
it's
7 questions.
7.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's left.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 left.
All right. So white
Okay,
male actor.
we've only asked 6 questions.
Y'all have asked 7.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
No, we have 7.
What was the 7th question?
I'm keeping tabs on my
It
paper.
was fuck,
Because we
White-
did, was he
African
black?
American,
No, we said, is he
US.
male? Was he black? Is he in America? Is he white? Actor only? And then was he in Ace Ventura?
and then y'all asked.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
No,
it.
there were 7. I've been okay. I've been keeping tabs though. The last
I
question
have
was
7 on mine too.
The
I have
last
7.
question was like, is he known for, I don't know, something like that.
I said, is he known more for series or movies? But that was what she said was the last question.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't get that. That is
Something like that. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Okay, yeah, we got 7 because that's what I got. But
We got to remember the people watching. We can't be
okay.
we can't
So
be
does he have a project out in the last? Y'all want to do a year or
Year.
2 years?
Year.
A
The
year.
last year. Does he have a project out in the last year?
I'm sitting here thinking
Searching.
Brian's typing our question into Google and really he's just typing in whoever it is that he guessed or picked and then it'll pull up their movies or whatever.
Well, I gotta know because you never know with actors this time, like with like all the streaming platforms, you'll never know what they did.
Featuring something, whatever.
No, not in the last year.
Ooh, I don't like that. Damn.
That's 8 questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 8.
Mm,
Starred in a soap opera series. Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
Mhm.
Soap
Could
opera.
have.
Could have.
Could have. Could have been it. Like I said, all I said was it didn't have to only be sitcom. It could have been a sitcom. It could have been sketch comedy. It could have been soap opera.
There's somebody who I'm thinking of, but who is it?
Wait, so is he? Y'all want to ask if he's still acting today? Because if he hasn't had any projects out recently, he could be a household name, but he probably just hasn't done anything in the past couple years.
Then that would kind of be the same thing as is he still acting today?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, did we ask that? We didn't ask that.
Yeah, I mean, did. That was our eighth question. Did he do anything recently? Which was
no. In the last year.
In the last year, but see, a year could be a difference between a year and 5.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
He could have been on hiatus.
Well, he could be on hiatus now. That's the thing.
Yeah. So, ooh.
And we didn't really. Ooh,
I don't know anybody from soap opera. I'm not even kidding.
Me neither.
I have no help in that direction. So as far as let's relate it back to sitcom.
Let me get this out the way. Is this person still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good question. I didn't even think to ask that.
No, yeah, for sure. I can't even be mad at it.
Because I was thinking of somebody specific, but if he's not still alive, because when he said he doesn't have anything in the last year, y'all were talking about maybe he just hasn't been doing anything and had me thinking of somebody specific.
I'm gonna ask one because we're coming up on 10.
Go ahead.
Is this actor more known? What genre is this actor most known? Oh, I can't ask that. Oh,
I wouldn't. If I was you, I would not.
Okay.
It's a broad spectrum.
I was trying to. Okay, exactly, because I was trying to nickel it down, but
to save y'all a question, I would say I would not ask that question.
Okay. If you got what I was trying to ask, I wanted to just kind of know.
Yeah. It's a broad spectrum. Broad.
I feel like it's somebody we should know. No.
It definitely is.
What about the guy who did no, never mind. I don't think has he done soap opera? The guy who played Pennywise in It.
He said
he's done a very but I'm saying what's his name though? Because he's done a very broad
the original It or the most recent It?
No, not him. He's new to the scene.
He's talking about the dude with the big eyes.
He's the original person who plays. He's done so many things. Oh my God, what is his name?
I almost said Robert Englund, but that's Freddy Krueger.
He literally has done so much, a broad spectrum of acting.
To be honest with y'all, to give you another hint, no, I wouldn't classify the original It guy and the guy from Scary Movie 2, the same one you're talking about. I wouldn't classify him as a household name.
Me neither.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Because you don't know his name. I don't know his name. He's not a household name.
No, I do know his name because I'm a huge Stephen King fan, but I'm saying I can't think of his name right now because I'm under pressure. But he is a household name. That man has a lot of shit under his belt.
Well, not
household, but not household.
Think about movies. What kind of movie genres are there? I mean, try to narrow it down.
Comedy, drama,
action, thriller,
horror.
I already said horror.
Oh, I couldn't hear.
New age.
So somebody asked that.
New age. What have we been getting a lot of movies of here lately?
Action and horror. Yes, there's a lot of horror movies that have come out in the past couple years. Nothing last year.
Okay. Action and horror.
So did this person star in a major action film that a lot of people know?
It could be classified as action, yeah. And a lot of people definitely know it.
Ooh. So listen,
questions.
What about
American actor in a
Robert Downey Jr.
In what movie though?
What did
Iron Man?
Iron Man.
But did he start in TV?
That's a category y'all are missing.
I got one. So we're still at 9. Wait, so did we that was 10 right there. That was 10. We just asked one. That was official.
Brianna just said, did he star in Iron Man?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
That's a category of movie, right? What category movie is that?
That's Marvel, right?
That's Marvel, kind of like
what
action.
What would you call those?
That's what I'm saying. It's like action.
Comic, comic book.
Yeah, comic. Okay.
And the people in comic books are called?
Action or superheroes.
Okay.
So was he a superhero?
He was in one movie, yeah.
2
movies. He was in 2 movies. 11.
I don't know his name. Oh my God, I want to pull out my phone. I don't know his name.
So mom is not going to be any use to us because.
But listen.
True.
Okay, So listen. So hear me out though. So a white male actor. Basically, that was the 10th question. He basically kind of confirmed it. It's a superhero movie.
Oh my
He's
God.
white. You see what I'm saying? But
Wait.
listen. It wasn't in the last year though. It was not.
No,
in the last...
listen. So we have choices. So we have Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Reynolds.
No. He said
Ryan?
he's only 2. Robert Downey Jr. has been in multiple movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Years and all that.
Ryan Reynolds.
I gave y'all a bad hint. God damn it. Gabby caught on to it.
Ryan Reynolds, because he's done the Green Lantern and he's also done Deadpool.
What about
But
the
he-
Flash?
Which are 2 of those? That would be 3
2
movies
Deadpool
total.
movies.
3.
Yeah, that would be 3 movies total. Yeah.
Oh, so 2 movies, not actual.
And
like,
technically, Ryan Reynolds was also in Blade.
Yes.
So that's 4 movies.
oh
Yeah.
my
Even in
God.
a shit
So
ton
the
of
only person that I can think of is the original Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire.
Or did he do the 3rd one?
He did the 3rd one.
So then that
He
doesn't
did
count.
1, 2, and 3, and then that's
No,
when he-
technically the new Spider-Man because he was in the new Spider-Man maybe and
No.
the Avengers only.
He
It
was
wasn't the
in
third one.
New Spider-Man, the Avengers Endgame, and the Avengers Infinity War.
I love the way y'all thinking, man. Y'all niggas are good. Y'all are good. This guy, no more hints for me. No more hints for me. Y'all are good. This game.
So okay, so
God damn.
Spider-Man out. Okay, so Spider-Man is out.
Y'all are
Spider-Man
good this game.
What
Daredevil.
No, because he had the series 2. I don't know.
No,
Maybe
because
though.
whatchamacallit, what's his name?
But that's Ryan Reynolds, ain't it?
No, Daredevil was played by
played by
fuck, what's his name? He's
Damn
got
it.
the little Ben Affleck. There we go. Because Ben Affleck DC is Batman, so that won't count. Right?
I didn't say
But
Marvel.
He didn't say Marvel. He said superhero, not
Okay,
Marvel.
yes, it is.
So he
Is
played Batman
he-
too.
Hold on. Is he DC?
Is he DC?
Like
is
is
his
he like,
character DC?
That he played in the superhero movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
he played in 2 of them, so that's 11 or 12.
So Ben
that's 12.
Affleck. So we have Ben Affleck for Batman. We also have who else played Batman when he played it with
But see, that wouldn't really count because there's been so many different Batmans. We'd be sitting here going through
but
Batman.
there's also multiple actors. They switch it all the
That's
fucking
what
Go
I'm
off
saying.
your clues. They started off in a series.
Who was in the series?
Was George Clooney in a series?
What did
George
George Clooney play?
Clooney. George Clooney played Batman. What the hell?
Yes. he played
In a
Dom.
day, but I mean, I don't. Come on,
Calm
man.
down.
I don't think it's
It's-
that deep. That's too deep. It's mainstream, like mainstream.
George
Okay.
Clooney is
Also
a
named.
mainstream name.
Not to today's like, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like,
he
mainstream.
is.
To
Bruh.
me, he is. Calm
Ex-
down.
Okay, say George
Put some
Clooney.
respect on his name.
Thank
Oh
you. That
my
is fine as
God.
well.
Wasn't that
That
Y'all
is
are
a
at
legend.
12. Y'all still have 8 questions left. So
Oh my God, I
So
just got
who
attacked.
beats
by
plenty
George
of time to
Clooney
narrow it down.
on Harley Sober
So
Pod. George
DC
Clooney, if you're watching this, nigga.
So DC,
George
we
Clooney, if
have-
you're watching.
Fuck, nigga. I was
as
like-
far as males, who do we have? We have Superman. Who played
And that's why I want to know. I want to know about the new Superman, like that play. Well, no, never mind.
We got to think of who was only twice.
They keep switching these goddamn characters. They don't pay them enough
Okay,
shit. I can't keep up.
Robin was played by, well, Robin's not that.
White male actor, American. Series started, went to movies, most known for movies, superhero movies.
But
DC.
wasn't Batman a series at one point back in the
DC.
day?
DC. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the actor
That
was a
was-
part of a
But that
superhero
could be the
series.
series. See, we could probably be getting it twisted. And he said that started off a series. and
Okay, so ask if it was a superhero series. Then ask it.
was it a superhero series?
I don't know. Superhero series are hard to classify. He was in one superhero movie and was not the superhero in another one.
So he's been in
13.
two. Okay,
That's 13.
So he was one so he went from superhero to villain?
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. But he's
Yeah,
saying
it does not necessarily mean that.
he's saying that he was definitely a superhero in one and was not in the other. That's what he's saying. Yeah, but that isn't necessarily so. That means that the role could not have been superhero,
Which would count out
which
Ben
I would more
Affleck.
believe, which was more what I would stick to. because
So would that be
even if it's a superhero movie, he's a villain. I would
Schwarzenegger?
choose it. You said what?
Schwarzenegger was only probably Conan. Superhero
But
wise.
he was in all the Expendables
But he was Mr.
Those aren't
Freeze.
superheroes, though. He was
Terminator.
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
and Terminator and shit. I guess if we classify that, but no.
Like I said, Ben Affleck is out because Ben Affleck played Daredevil and he also played Batman. So that counts as being 2 superheroes. So Ben Affleck is off the list.
Yeah. I've seen somebody's phone pop up too. Y'all niggas cheap. But
no, my phone's over here.
Look, I've been on DoorDash only.
Hungry ass nigga.
Hungry.
Okay. So let's think mainstream characters now. So if he played one superhero, let's try to narrow down that superhero because there's literally DC has such a wide spectrum of superheroes.
Okay, so be specific. We had 13. We still got the lifeline.
So is this superhero?
Still got the lifeline.
Is this superhero that was played? Is this a mainstream superhero? It's not one of the side characters.
No, that's that one. Hey, you deaf? You didn't hear that?
No, because he throws in loops where he could have said, "Oh, they played a superhero," but it could have been like fucking Squirrel the whole
Squirrel
time.
Girl.
Yes.
Squirrel Girl, yeah.
Like we don't know, so I'm trying to make sure that it's actually a mainstream
But
superhero.
Squirrel Girl's
that we
not
know.
mainstream though.
That's my
why
point.
she's asking that. Yeah.
Because in DC, there's so many spectrum of characters. He could have threw in a loop to say, "Oh, he's a superhero."
Squirrel Girl is Marvel though, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But this person is household name, so we would
That's
have
what
known.
you say.
But they throw in so many characters where they've played.
They
They played a superhero, but they weren't the main superhero of the movie.
You're right.
Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm trying to make sure it's like Superman, Batman, those type of characters.
You got a Snoop Dogg? You got a Snoop Dogg?
Oh my God, here we go. Y'all ain't never gonna let me live that
What's
shit
up?
down.
Do you want to ask it?
So we had 13. Look, I say if we get to 15, we use the lifeline because then we still got some questions to play with after that.
So he wasn't a superhero in one, and he was a superhero in the other.
Okay.
He was the main superhero in one, and then another superhero movie. And this is the last hint. No, I said this before.
Okay.
It was a cameo.
It
was a drop in, drop out ass role because he played a superhero before. That's why.
So kind of like how Marvel and them do, where they do a quick flash of the
superhero. But he is DC. She asked specifically if he is.
I'm saying.
I'm just letting you know the facts, nigga. White male DC. Damn.
White male DC.
He said it's DC. So whatever we're looking for, it is DC. And I wanna, but it's not in the last year because I would say I don't know how many Superman movies the newest dude in the Justice League movie was in, but yeah. But
what about?
Yeah, and the new Snyder Cut one. So
yeah, it was like a couple months ago or last month. Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. So I can't really.
What about? No, he's a villain. Never mind. I was gonna say, what about Joker? Because Joker popped up in.
But the Joker's been so many different people, also.
Yeah,
but not Leith Hedger. Not Leith Hedger.
But I asked if he's still alive.
No, I'm saying the one who's doing it now. What's his name?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because Jared Leto. But you said that he's a superhero.
Brian,
let me pick this out.
Did this person star in The Flash, a TV series? If you're thinking about it, it's a no. Yep. So that's out.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, if y'all were thinking The Flash, remember I said they were known for a series, but they came to be known for their movies. So that guy that was a Flash never got known for no movies.
Yes. God damn it.
Not that I know of. So
known for the movies first.
14.
White.
Y'all said have y'all lifeline.
I know.
Who even call?
Started TV. Most known.
I wish Mom was with Ernest because that would have been a perfect fucking dynamic duo.
What?
Mom with the soap opera.
I'm glad she's not.
Okay, so listen. We can just call Ernest and say, "Sorry, Mom Dukes, if that's what we are."
But Ernest,
to be honest,
might not know the soap opera though. That's the problem.
He never said he was in a soap opera.
He's married to Mom though.
Okay, so
Oh,
call
do y'all
Ernest.
want to ask that question? What kind of movie? What kind of TV series?
TV series? Yeah. Okay, that'll bring us to 15. So then we know
Can
it's
I
not
ask
a
you a
soap opera.
question?
It's
Can I-
killing
can
me
I-
with the soap opera. I don't think it
Can
is
I
a
ask
soap.
a question?
Go ahead.
Does his name start with an R?
No.
Okay, never
15.
mind. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you thought it was, it's not Robert.
Not him. I was thinking Russell Crowe.
It could have been Russell Crowe. It could have been Ryan Reynolds. It could have been Robert Downey Jr. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That was a good question. It probably wasn't the best question, but it was a good question.
All right, so
So
if we have to use the
Okay.
lifeline.
Lifeline?
You want to call Ernest?
Yeah, call
Yeah.
Ernest.
Put him on speaker.
No. Should we? Because we still don't know the type of the genre of the TV show. Because we
But
still
if-
don't know.
Oh, true.
We don't know.
Okay, so should we ask if it was sitcom or soap opera or whatever the fuck? So we
But
can
you
get it off
do
the
know,
table?
that this actor was mainly known. Like I said, his first appearance was in a TV show. He was mainly known for the TV show, and then he went on to be a big movie star. Played in a superhero movie that was a DC movie. I think probably, to be honest with y'all, I keep saying this, y'all last hint. I think Ernest might be our best guess for
Me too.
For a call a friend.
Me too.
Or,
All right.
yeah.
So do you have all the facts right before we call him? We need to get because we gotta be
white
wait. How much
male,
time do we have with him? First of all, how much time do we have on Ernest?
He has to answer. He has to give you a guess, and that's it.
Okay. All right. So white American actor, started TV series,
And started in a DC film.
but went to be more known for movies. Starred in a DC film.
And he played the superhero.
He's not the Flash.
Mhm.
We know that because I asked.
It's
specifically.
not gonna be
Not Daredevil.
Batman.
Not or Daredevil. Not Daredevil. Not
Yeah,
Batman.
Daredevil and Batman were both Ben
They had
Affleck,
a few
but
actors too, though.
Christian Bale also played Batman as well.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. There's been a few actors, so that's why I say
So
it's not
what
as
has
easy to
Christian
say.
Bale done in his life? Because Christian Bale only did Batman. I have not seen him star in anything else.
If you don't know him as a household TV star, then that's not the answer.
Okay,
That's the thing.
so
I'm not giving y'all weird ass again. To
no,
the viewers
we
as well.
because we were on
I'm
the
not
right
giving
track
them
earlier.
weird ass fucking celebrity, because there's plenty of celebrities out here in this world.
No, we were on the
I'm
right
only
track.
giving them main A-list celebrities
We were on the right track
that
earlier.
everybody would know.
I know we were because he said it, and he was gonna stop talking.
You Googling or you calling Ernest? Because
I'm waiting for y'all. No, I'm waiting for y'all to I'm literally on Ernest's name, ready to call him. Y'all
Go
ready?
ahead, give him a call. Y'all want to use it?
You have yeah, we ain't got no choice. Shit,
Man.
I'd rather use it than not use it. So we at 15 or 14?
Y'all are at 15 left. Y'all got 5 questions left.
Oh my god!
What about Aquaman?
But is he white? I don't know. That's why I was curious
He's
about.
not white.
And it's not a. And what was he known for in the series
They're
first?
talking about Jason
Yeah, the nigga that played in the.
Momoa. Yeah.
Hey, but listen. He just starred in the Justice League movie that just came out a few months ago for Zack Snyder. So it can't
Probably
be
4 for him. Yeah.
him. Yeah, he's been in
That's
some
if he's at
movies. Yeah.
Huh?
I just asked him if he's at work.
All right. Ernest,
Call
we
that
need
nigga,
you.
man. He'll answer if he's at work.
Okay,
Right.
so y'all start helping me go down the list of DC characters, the main ones.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. The Flash,
No.
Batman, Superman. That's what I'm saying. We know it's not the Flash.
It's not gonna be Batman.
Superman. Batman, Superman. It's a male, so it's not gonna be like super women. Like I said, what was it? Green Lantern.
Ryan Reynolds, no.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds has been in like 5 superhero movies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You can't FaceTime Ernest, can you?
I called him on Messenger because if I call him on my
No.
regular phone, it's going to charge me. I'm not paying. I just talked to you. Answer the phone.
If you
There's-
can't get him, I'll try and call him too.
There's literally so many people that are in my head, but I cannot like name them. I literally watch fucking superhero movies all the time.
Okay.
Spider-Man, I guess.
Are you on the toilet?
No, Spider-Man is Marvel.
Okay. So, y'all heard. So we're recording right now, but we have a question. So we're playing Brian's game. 20 questions. We have to ask 20 questions. to figure
Celebrity
out-
20 questions.
Celebrity 20
Celebrity.
questions to figure out whoever the celebrity is who they pick. So here are the
We have a
answers that
lifeline.
we've gotten back so far. He's a white American male who started in a TV series that he was known for, but then when he started acting, he was more known for his acting. It's a household name, and he's a DC superhero. He was in one movie as a superhero, and then the second one he started as like a cameo, like he dropped in and dropped right back out.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton?
What was his character?
What was his character?
Batman.
He sounded so confident. Oh my god! He sounded
confident. Was Michael Keaton in a series?
Was he in the TV series? Yeah, was Michael Keaton in a TV series?
Actually, you know what? No, he wasn't.
He was gonna make us lose.
TV series. Hey, tell them what I'm saying. TV series, white American male, A-list celebrity, household name, DC superhero. He was known for his TV series, but he was also known for his movies.
And we only got 5 questions left, Dad.
only 5 questions left.
You're a lifeline.
To travel, a lot of people. I don't know. Only one that I know that was, I don't think it was DC though, was Bruce Willis. He had a TV series, but I don't really remember what point he might have played it in the movie like that. Shit, I don't know.
Shit.
Dang.
Hey.
What?
You're our only lifeline.
That nigga laughed. Oh my god. All right.
Shout out to Ernest, man, the movie guru. He didn't
Man,
make it this time, unfortunately.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm about to say if it ain't it, then we gotta get to it.
Yeah, I still got 5 questions left.
Damn. Ernest, when I see you.
It's on site.
I see you, I'm grabbing one of your Pepsis without asking.
Man, what? I'm grabbing some of the other stuff we got laying
Do
around.
y'all want to use the did we mention this person during the segment?
I wanted to do that one. I did because I'm pretty sure we did.
Go ahead.
Did we mention this person during the
Yes.
segment? I knew it. Because like I said, Brian got a little too whoa. We were on it, bro. What were we talking about when that?
Y'all always get so close and then y'all get deterred every time, man.
I know.
And I feel like the
Ernest
closest
would've gave it to
we've
y'all.
been is when we started naming off, going down the list of like the Batman characters and shit like that. Cause I could see it. Like it almost seemed like we were getting super close to him. Like y'all are in the right direction type shit. So let's go back to that.
Ben Affleck, George Clooney. You've got
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yes, he did. He played Batman.
He did play Batman.
Yes, he did.
But that's where Brian. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at Brian. That's where Brian cut us off. Also,
I'm pouring a shot. My bad.
Damn. Christian Bale
Say that
also
again?
doesn't.
Christian Bale?
Bale, yeah. Because he did Batman for a little bit and then he no longer plays him. So should we ask, did he star in the Batman with Heath Ledger? Because that was the most iconic, The Dark Knight. So
how many Batman movies did Christian Bale do?
He only did 2. He did The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rising, right?
I don't know. He might have done more than that.
No, he did Batman Begins, he did Dark Knight, and he did Dark Knight Rising. Never mind, that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay.
I feel
So
like
it's not Christian Bale.
Knowing me is probably George Clooney.
That's what I'm telling you. He's a household name. Like everybody
And he
knows
was in
who
what
fucking
series
George
first?
Clooney.
What was he series in?
Ask
really
if he
like-
did Ocean's 11 because he also did like Ocean's 11 series. What fucking TV show did he do though? I feel like he could have did a cameo for a fucking soap opera.
He didn't do a cameo for a TV series. He did a cameo as a
for the
superhero in the
movie.
movie. He dropped it.
No, he didn't. He did not do a cameo as a superhero. He did a cameo in a superhero, movie.
Oh, okay. I would say okay. So, what's her name? What's that bitch's name?
I feel like it's George Clooney because like I literally can't think of any fucking body else. Because everybody
Does he star in what was that movie? We went to go see it. Did he star in a movie that we went to go see? No, that's too broad. Because no, we never really went to see
Can I
We
do
went to the
Ocean's
movies
11?
nonstop.
No,
Can I ask about Ocean's 11?
with one specific person? Because if he's in this movie, then I know for sure it's him.
I feel like George Clooney played in a bunch of superhero shit, bro.
No, he didn't. He only did Batman. He literally only did Batman?
Did he play in a religious movie that we went to go see with Grandma?
Why was that so specific?
Yeah, I don't.
Because George Clooney also played in that Jesus movie that they came out with like years ago.
I don't
Passion of the Christ?
Yes, that's it.
Passion of Christ or Passion of the Christ or something like that?
Did he play in Passion of the Christ?
I would have to look it up. Hold on.
Because majority of that movie, my grandmother had to read it to me because she was speaking in tongues the whole time. I didn't understand what
Big facts. My grandma
with a
had
box
to turn
of
it
tissues next to her.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like,
if not Ocean's 11, because he starred in like
if he did not star in Passions of the Christ, it's not George Clooney because George Clooney starred in that movie. He was Jesus. Trust me, I know George Clooney. It's my man. You worry about Moneybag Yo, okay?
Hold on. Because Google's throwing me off.
Nigga Moneybag Yo got his chin done.
Well, that's okay. We're gonna be in there together, baby.
Already been doing it. That's why he got his chin done.
Ooh, jeez. Oh my God, I should have just said Ocean's 11. He wouldn't have to do that much work.
Because there were plenty of people though in Ocean's 11.
No, George Clooney was like one of the main characters in Ocean 11. Nobody else
seen Ocean's 11. Okay, so mind your business. That's why you
Ocean's 8, Ocean's 11. Like he was the only one who did a superhero movie.
Okay, so what you want to do, Bree? What you want to do? What you want to do, boss?
Because we only have 4 questions left, and if it's not him, then we're shit out of luck.
So what you want to do? We got 4 questions. What you trying to do? You trying to ask specifically?
I'm asking y'all if y'all want me to ask, because if not, I'm not gonna ask it.
Ask about the Ocean's 11 at this point, because I don't have.
I'm not seeing Passions of the Christ, but according to Google, he did make a reaction kind of movie to Passions of the Christ. It was not Passions of the Christ, but it was a movie of the like.
Can I ask the Ocean's 11 so we could just knock off?
Yeah, just ask.
Oh my God, did he star in Ocean's 11?
Yes.
Or George
Okay,
Clooney?
thank you.
There you go.
Okay, so then ask him. Boss. Ask him.
Is it George Clooney?
Yeah.
Be a motherfucking thing, in, boss.
She's over here with the fucking Passions of the Christ. I'm like, just ask Ocean's 11. Like he starred in that shit. Like he was the main character.
We 2 for 2 on your ass, boy.
How many do we have left?
God.
3?
Tighten up,
Yeah.
This one we got a 17, right?
17.
3. Yeah, I had 3 questions left. Yeah.
You did. We be second guessing all the
last
bullshit.
time we had 20. This week we beat it by 3. Okay.
Yeah,
Man.
good shit.
We could have had it a long time ago, but shit, niggas be scared. Niggas ain't gonna lie. I don't want to lose to this.
Said it
Y'all
so
want to lose
many
to this?
times, man.
Y'all want to lose to this?
I don't want to lose to me.
I don't want to lose to this nigga.
Shit.
I don't
Shit.
either.
Big winner circle. Hey, that nigga Brian ain't in the winner circle.
Not yet. Watch. And that has been another episode of the Hardly Sober Podcast. Again, I just want to introduce my panel of expressive and informative co-hosts. Lance Lane, you have anything to plug?
No, man. Keep liking, subscribing, showing love. Shout out to my people. Like I said, I showed Taurus. Showing some love. Shout out everybody, man. Y'all been doing y'all thing. Y'all been doing y'all thing a little bit. Do better though, please. I'm asking nicely, but you know.
Brianna motherfucking Wiggins.
Y'all already know. Follow me on Instagram _Brianna Washington 27. And I love y'all.
Gabrielle?
I don't really have anything. Like Lance said, just make sure y'all keep liking, subscribing, and please keep giving us y'all's input. Make sure y'all, send your questions into us. We really love to give y'all our input. Mind you, we are not professionals, so take it lightheartedly, do what you will. So, but we do love y'all. We love everything that y'all are doing for us, the love and the support. So
appreciate it, man.
Likewise. And as always, you can find me at Watch Banks on Twitch. You can find me as Watch_Banks on Instagram, or you can find me as my name, backwards with 2 T's on Instagram, BRYANT, backwards with 2 T's. And that has been our show. Episode 5, y'all. We made it, goddammit.
Yeah,
It's episode
This
4.
is 5. This
Four.
is 5.
This is 4. Come on. God damn
This
it.
is 4.
God damn it.
Well,
It's
tune in
hardly
for episode
people.
5.
What the fuck going on?
Because now that I
They
just
called
fucked up,
Hardly
it's gonna be
Sober
the
for no
best
reason.
episode.
No.
You feel me?